Juventus against Napoli. The match that we weren't sure. We're just finding out right now that Ospina got hurt. He pulled up with a groin injury.
Ooh.
So Meret is probably going to be the starter.
Wow.
Not probably. Meret is the starter. I mean,
there's no one else who's going to play.
We have no other choice. So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our live stream of this game that's about to start. And I just feel that this year, this game lacks that electricity of the previous years when Napoli and Juventus were going at each other first and second place for a few years, and now you feel maybe because of their position in the standings, I feel that's lacking that electricity, that spark, in order to get this game underway.
Well, that and there's it's a depleted Napoli side too. Both their starting center backs are out. Mertens is out. Lobotka is out. Dem is out. So there's a lot of Ospina out, exactly. So there's a lot of cases.
Well, the whole defense is out. We have 3 players from the Primavera. We have Costanzo, 2 defenders. Costanzo, I believe, is a 2002. Then you have Zebeska, is a 2000. Costanzo comes from the same town as Insigne.
Really?
And based on what we're hearing, seems like a very good prospect. He could play the middle, but he's also a natural lefty. So he could play both positions, the middle and left fullback. Zebeska, he only plays, he's a fullback, he's a right fullback. And then you have Cioffi, which is also 2000, but he already played in Serie A. So he's the other forward that's going to be the backup of Petagna.
Lots of young kids.
Yes.
Lots of young kids.
Yes,
wow.
2000 and 2002. You have 3 kids from the Primavera today sitting on the bench. Plus you have Petagna, the guys that you can count. Elmas, Fabian Ruiz, who just came back from testing negative last week, so he doesn't have the minutes in his legs. And so if something happens with you only have 1 goalkeeper now and not 2. And so if something happens to one of the defenders, either Costanzo or Zebetka would have to come in. So it would be their first game in Serie A for these 2 guys if something happens to the 4 starting defenders.
Gotcha. Mike, I want you to get the lineups as we keep talking. For all those concerned about us, Ludovico, Ryan, and I, we all have the antibodies, so we are being as safe as possible right now. Obviously, you guys know Antonio is not coming to the studio until he gets a vaccine. My dad got the vaccine yesterday, so a couple more weeks, 3-4 weeks, he's going to get the second shot, and then we'll be back to adding to our list. So we're trying to be as safe as possible. So Ludovico, welcome back to the live show at least.
Thank you so much. And we all hoping it's been a particular year for everyone, and we cannot wait for this world to go back to normal, and especially us that we love the cultural world, to get fans back in the stadiums and the chanting and and being together, or just basically hugging and shaking hands. That's what we're basically missing, the simple stuff.
It's been so long since we've seen that, and since we've done this, number one, and since we've seen fans in the stadium, that I feel like it's also going to seem a little bit weird once we get everything back. It's going to be
right.
It doesn't feel normal anymore.
I agree.
We're used to this Skype. We're used to hearing every single word that's been said. It's also caused certain people problems for Conte and Agnelli and all those guys, where everything is picked up now. But it's going to be an exciting match. Mike, once you have the lineups, let me know. And then I also want everybody to think about their score prediction before we're going into this. Mike, you want to read the lineups?
Yeah, let's start off. Since we're playing at the Stadio Maradona, let's start off with Napoli over here. Since we're talking about Spina's probably not going to be here, they have him in the starting lineup, but it looks like Meret's going to go because of Marco was a groin injury.
Yes, groin.
So unfortunately, he's going to be out. I think they're going to play the predicted 4-2-3-1 formation with Di Lorenzo, Mario Rui on the fullback positions. Rahmani Maksimovic, the 2 center backs, slot in for the injured ones. Bakayoko and Zielinski as a holding midfielders. Politano, Insigne, Lozano, the 3 behind the striker. Vittorio Osimhen. So that's how Napoli's looking. What do you think about that, Ludo?
Well, we have no we have no other choice. These are the people that you have. These are the players that you have, and I think this is the best formation that you can put out there at this moment. The defense seems a little bit shaky, but it is what it is. When it rains, it pours, and now with the Ospina injury, Napoli has to play the perfect game. Everyone has to give 120%. And I feel that against today's Juventus, I feel that the 4-2-3-1 is the best possible formation that you can put out there. The thing is concentration, not make the usual mistakes. You're playing against a team like Juventus that only received 1 goal in the past 7 games. So their defense is solid. And I like what Pirlo has been able to do lately, that he adapts according to the opponent. So basically, even against Roma, Juventus had less than 50% possession, but look who won the game. So he's trying to build this concrete Juve that adapts according to its opponent. And the tables have turned. Napoli was in better shape back in the fall. Now it's Juventus, and we have to play the perfect game. That's the bottom line. One mistake and you're done.
Ludo mentioned about the defense. Mike, why don't you read off Juventus's lineup for us?
Yeah, they have here 4-4-2, but
push it in the middle so I can see it too, Mike.
Yeah. They have a 4-4-2 here, but not sure how they go because they always change it up.
This one actually might be a 4-4-2.
So, yes, it is.
Because Bernardeschi is there. Usually when there's the third center midfielder, then it could change up. But since 25, so Rabiot and Bentancur, there's no third center midfielder, so it's going to be a 4-4-2.
Yeah, so Szczesny, the starting keeper, De Ligt, Chiellini this time, no Demiral.
They've never started before together, De Ligt and Chiellini.
I'm surprised Chiellini started out with such a good match that Demiral had. But Chiellini, De Ligt, center back partners, Cuadrado, Danilo as the wing backs, the holding mids, Rabiot, Bentancur. The left and right mids, Chiesa, Bernardeschi on the right, and the 2 strikers, Ronaldo and Morata. So very strong from Juventus. No surprises there.
Well,
for
Juventus
the most
is
part.
missing Artur.
Yeah, they are.
Dybala and Bonucci, I believe.
Dybala hasn't played in so long.
And Ramsey, correct.
But
so McKinley is on the bench.
Yeah.
I feel that McKinley usually against teams that do play calcio, that do move the ball around, he has a little bit more of a difficulty. He's better against that when you play against those physical teams that he comes out strong. But it's always a great option to have on the on the bench.
They're saying technical difficulties with
From
ESPN Plus.
Oh boy.
Do you believe this?
Can we go to another?
Yeah. COD player said, I could listen to Ludo talk to football for hours. We're on the same boat as you. Ludo knows how to talk. It's like his one love, right? Calcio, and I think he enjoys it so much. Something you'll never get tired of, right?
Well, it's part of my DNA, our DNA. This is why we're here. We fell in love with this game when we were little. And when you're raised in a country where, especially when I was young, it was calcio 99.9%. Everything revolved around
right?
calcio, and all the other sports, they're not even, they're not even exist.
Yeah.
So it's a passion. It's a hobby. It's a passion. And then especially when you.
Ooh, Gattuso looking with the new facial hair over there. Has a little goatee growing. Okay. Gonna start very soon, guys. Within a minute, should be starting. Stefano said, Ryan, your thoughts on Liverpool losing today?
Prediction.
Oh, yeah, we're doing your predictions.
We need predictions before it starts. Ryan, give us your thoughts.
Napoli's missing a lot. Juve's lineup look a lot stronger right now. I'm gonna say 3-1. I'm gonna go 3-1 Juve. I have a strong feeling Juventus is gonna take away 3 points from this match. So.
I think that Napoli, it's all about moments, especially in this season. Like Ludovico said, in the beginning of the season, in that match with all that controversy, I think if Napoli played that game, they would have beaten Juventus. Juventus were not as good of a moment as Napoli. where the reverse could be said right now. I think Juventus coming off of a few really good wins, going through in the Coppa Italia against Inter, and coming off just better performances as a whole. Like, it seems like the team is a lot more organized. I think Juventus will win. I'll say a 2-0 win for Juventus against Napoli.
I think this is a do or die for Napoli. I think the players still have Gattuso, and I'm hoping. I think Napoli can play their hearts out today, even though they have a depleted squad. 1-0, Napoli's gonna win. Napoli, do it for Rino. Above all, do it for Rino.
I could see a tie too, because that is a good point that they want to help save their
100%,
manager.
100%.
My point is, currently, in this Napoli formation, or I should say roster, there are no players that would be starters in Juventus, to my understanding.
Yeah.
Today, I'm not looking more of the results. I'm looking to get proof if this team is alive, if this team is breathing, if this team has a soul, if this team has a heart. This, to me, will count even more than the actual result of the game. I want to see where we are as a team. Are we together? But we have our issues. This is what basically I am looking about this game. Juventus, I think Juventus should win based on what they have and what they're able to show lately, and the way Pirlo has turned things around and adapting to their opponent. But we need to show ourselves that we are alive and we have a soul. That's the most important thing.
Well said. Kickoff has just started at the Stadio Maradona, like Michael mentioned over here. It's going to be a good game. A lot on the line. Obviously, two of the most important teams of the past decade that have always fought for challenging for the Scudetto, for Champions League. This is never, no matter what you want to say about form, there are certain games in the year where form almost, I'm not going to say doesn't matter, but becomes a little less important, because it's not like you're playing Crotone. You're not playing a smaller team. I think any Napoli player will understand how important it is to play against Juventus, what it means for the city, what it means for everything, to be honest. And same with Juventus on that same aspect. Yes, they're in a good moment, but when you're playing against a team that's hungry and it's got its back against the wall, you never want to fight somebody who's got nothing to lose. They just come at you and it won't be easy. I think, Michael, for you, though, that you were saying, it's weird that Demiral's not starting. I think that's one of the luxuries of having such good defenders. I mean, I really don't even care who starts between the three of them. De Ligt, I would always start De Ligt, but then whoever's feeling better in the moment between Chiellini or Demiral, I would put in.
You threw Bonucci right under the bus there, right?
Yeah, well, he's not available.
I agree with him there. I mean, Chiellini's playing excellent, man.
It's true, he is. He's playing amazing. You can't lie about that.
So I'm not gonna be upset or disappointed. That's how a season will go. Really, really good players in there. As Juventus start off with Bernardeschi, again getting the start. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Ryan's perspective will always be interesting over here in these kind of games. I know you're living in a good moment right now because Liverpool's in fourth place.
3-1, they got smacked
by Leicester.
Bunch of bumps. Yeah, they're all just a 1-year wonder. You know what I mean? They won 1 year and that's it. They're never gonna win it again. It's like they've done for 100 years.
Well, it seems like the first few minutes the teams are settling on the field and trying to find their actual the players trying to find their actual positions and the opponents who they're going to be marking. A lot of space between the two teams. That they're able to move the ball around and turn with the ball and actually make the pass. Not a lot of pressure going on during the first few minutes of the game, but no opportunity yet from either side. You see a player that's able to stop the ball and turn around and make the actual pass, but also very important that you do not want to get a yellow card the first few minutes of the game, because then it changes your approach as a player, having a red card on your shoulders for the remaining 75, 80 minutes of the game. It looks like both teams right now are in practice study mode. That they're both able to practice and pass the ball around.
How weird!
Look at the space coming down on the left side, but now we need to do a little bit more movement on the ball and not actually pass the ball back all the time. Passing the ball back, it means that you want the opposite team to come out. But Juve not necessarily falls for that kind of trap. I mean, for that kind of, to take the players out. You see, now, again, we go. So, you see that right now Juventus is defending with the 4-4-1 when they're not in possession mode. And some people might think that passing the ball back is, yes, it is lack of option, but it's also you want the other team to come out, to start pressuring you, and then you, of course you open up space and make movements, attacking the free space without the.
Yeah, lay that ball off better.
Oh.
I was gonna say it's so weird to see. They just showed the image of Gattuso and Pirlo, two coaches going head to head who were midfield partners for such a long time, both with AC Milan and with the Azzurri. It's so strange to see them going against each other right now as Napoli Juventus. I feel like this is where I've started to feel old. Now I've seen them as players, and now I'm watching them as coaches, and I'm starting to understand, all the years of, he was such a great player, and I never really had the ability to say that.
Yep.
We're now getting to that point where there's going to be kids that know Gattuso as a coach and Pirlo as a coach and not them as a player.
Right.
Which is just so strange to me. But it's nice. It's nice. And it's good. It's interesting to see it's a normal evolution. I was going to say, anybody want a coffee?
No. So far, we're good. First corner kick for.
Wait, you sure, Ryan? You don't want a coffee?
Definitely not.
For Juventus, as we see, Napoli marking.
Definitely not.
Marking by zone.
Okay, I won't make you a coffee, Ryan.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much. If you got a beer though, that's definitely my.
Luda, I wish you were here when we're pronouncing some players' names. And Ryan, could you just please tell Ludo how you pronounce Paduin that one time? I would die of laughter, please.
Ludo.
Here's a turnover. Here's a turnover. So as we see the first few minutes, Juventus is not applying the same pressure as they did in Supercoppa when they played a couple ago. That they were pressuring Napoli, that they didn't want Napoli to come out. Now actually they're allowing Napoli to come out and starting that build-up phase that was not allowed during the Supercoppa.
Yeah.
Thought you were stealing that ball. But that guy Padoin you talking about, Mike?
Yeah.
Padoin.
He says.
His name Padoin. What Padoin? It's Padoin.
Oh, man.
And who's the guy who's Lazio's the top goal scorer? Ludo. What's his name?
Immobile.
Immobile.
We need some of the lessons over. Ludo, it would be fun if we do a nice little lesson.
See, the build-up is very slow from both teams. The rhythms are very low. The game is lacking rhythm the first 5-6 minutes,
but
it's
Napoli's
actually game.
Napoli's actually looking better than the Super Cup. They're actually trying to string passes together, and they're actually trying to attack, at least passing the ball. So far, I mean, it's pretty even.
Well,
but it's only 7 minutes in, but still, it's a decent start.
No.
You want one?
No.
Is that what you're asking?
I said no. Here, yo, catch this.
What a catch!
See, now here is where. See,
Morata.
This is what actually worries me about Napoli. When we're not in position mode, that not all the players know exactly what to do and who to pick up and who has to follow a man if he penetrates the box. That's where we lack. It's like I feel that everyone is looking at the ball, but we're not becoming compact.
Huh.
And that's that lack of security, the lack of knowing actually what to do. And this is when you have players that have not played together during the season, that you actually run into these issues.
Yeah.
Ludo, let me ask you, is that true? I see somebody said that Padoin is the legend. He has more Scudettos than Napoli. That true?
Could be. Listen,
I don't even know who that guy is. Padoin.
I won't be surprised. There are players that are being sold for 35, 40 million and never set foot on the pitch.
Ryan is just trying
the
to
famous
cause.
Bruce Varenze.
Ryan's trying to cause
He's
controversy.
stirring the pot
But
over here.
Marco did say that Juve's been the better team the entire time. So
No, I think that. I mean,
yeah,
right
you
now
did. I
they
heard
have.
you. You said
Well,
that.
that's
No,
just
they
facts.
have.
Well, that's just on paper, yeah.
Right. There was a thing. There was
Yo,
a
where's my
donation-
coffee? No.
There was a donation saying Ryan Klopp conceded the title.
Yeah, he conceded when the year started, when Van Dijk went out,
No.
making excuses for himself. It's a one-man show over there, apparently.
Look at that indeed. Look, and
Oh, Bernardeschi.
Wow.
Nice ball. Nice
and
ball.
Yeah.
Bakayoko was walking back.
Yeah, that's no good. That's no good.
Look at that. Look.
Yeah, he's walking. You're right. Wow. I thought Ronaldo was gonna get that.
Ryan, everybody's loving your haircut, by the way.
I like your haircut.
Thank you.
I look
We
nice.
didn't even plan that.
He's wearing a fucking hat.
No, me and him
No,
are going
like
on a
his-
Valentine's Day
His
later.
beard got shaped up and all that stuff.
Yeah, I got a nice fade going. Look, boys. Look, you want to see that
After
fade?
Liverpool
Look at
lost
that fade,
today,
boys.
right? You wanna do something?
Yeah.
I had to, man. I have to go out tonight and get some drinks. Celebrate.
Again,
Yeah, we going out tonight, by the way?
No,
Why not? It opened up.
Ryan, even if there's no pandemic or anything, I'm still not gonna go for drinks with you, bro.
Mike, it's always a great time with you, my man.
All right, Rizky said, "Hey Marco, if Bernardeschi scores tonight, can I get a discount code on Calcio merch?" Okay, yes. If Bernardeschi
fair.
scores, well, I'll create one just for you. I
Yeah,
think
but
we're pretty
if he
safe.
scores a hat trick, you got to give it to him for free.
Okay, absolutely.
We'll give you shares of IFTV.
If he would have started off with if Bernardeschi scores, we'll give him for free. I would have done that too.
Well, it's a tough one now. Got to get a hat trick off that guy.
Oh my God, getting in behind
Rui,
Franco Ronaldo.
what are you
Playing
doing?
back. Oh, Morata's shot is
Mario
stopped by
Rui, what the hell
Ronaldo.
was that?
Offside.
Yo, he should have left that. Well, corner.
Hit off Morata hit it off Ronaldo.
No, but oh no, I thought it hit the defender. No.
No, I think it hit
Ronaldo?
Yeah, I think it hit Ronaldo.
that's our problem. The transition mode. When we lose possession and the other team, look at the man in the middle.
Oh, yeah, you're right, you're
right.
Bakayoko is walking. Zielinski was walking back, and there was a man coming in all by himself. So this is where actually we're lacking, and Juventus is beginning to understand that, to play these long balls, trying to surprise the defenders, but then bringing those midfielders in outside the box to get the rebound with the either with the head or the pass back. And trying to take these shots on goal, and this is what's been happening. This is what's been happening so far. We've seen a few long balls from Juventus, and then their midfielders coming up and positioning themselves outside the box because Zielinski and Bakayoko are not making it back on time to cover.
Ludo, I see a question from Adriano Dinardo, who's a big Ludovico fan. He's always demanding that you're on. He said, Ludo, how do you feel about seeing Insigne play as trequartista today?
Insigne, he has played that position before. Ancelotti actually put him in that position a few times when he was at Napoli. I just feel that when a player has technical abilities, and you're doing over the 90 minutes coast to coast and doing 11, 12 kilometers, I think when you are in that shooting mode or ready to score, I feel that you're lacking that. What's the word I'm looking for? You're lacking that shape form because you ran so much back and forth that when you get that opportunity, you don't have that shape to take that shot and put the ball where you want because you feel tired. This is what I feel. So a guy like Insigne, would I find him positioned between the lines? Yes, I would, because he has that quickness in turning around. He sees things slightly before everyone else. I will not make him run those 11, 12 kilometers that he does during the game. And then when he has that scoring opportunity, he misses because he's tired. That he did so much running back and forth. This is how. So I
Look
do
at
see him
Chiellini.
there.
That was incredible.
Yeah, Chiellini, man.
That was incredible.
It's a good point. It's something that we said even for other players too, that they're tracked back so much that when you have such a technical ability and an ability to beat your man, you should be put in the position to score goals. Morata laying it off to Ronaldo. Ronaldo.
Wow.
High shot from, I'm not sure who that was.
No?
Bernardeschi.
Yeah, had to be that bum.
Right. Ronaldo doesn't do the non-possession mode. So Ronaldo is always fresh within in the box or outside the box. But when Insigne plays his regular position on the left, he does a lot of running back and forth. But he has to find that position between the lines where to make something happen between the midfielder of Juventus and between the defense. He has to find that position between the lines to create something if there's movement without the ball.
We agree. I agree with that at least. Fabular asked, who will be Italy's right back for this summer? Calabria, Florenzi, Di Lorenzo. As Napoli are inside the box, Insigne takes a shot, but
well, how many shots has he taken in the past few days? He's a player that it's hard for him to, if he has a bad game or he misses a penalty against Juventus or he misses goals during a particular game. It's like he cannot take it off his shoulders. It stays in him. Mentally, he cannot say, okay, it happened. Let me get it out of my system. Tomorrow is a different day. Wednesday is a different game. Forget about what happened. It likes he keeps the past on his shoulders. And it's too much to carry on top of trying to be a leader and try to be a captain for this team.
And the greats in all of their sports, they always say that it's about mentally. It's like it's about letting it go. Okay, the mistake happened. Analyzing like, all right, is there something I can learn from that mistake, but not dwelling on the mistake. It's what you could take away and get better
Here
from.
we go. Here's another turnover right now. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, nice.
Bad layoff from Morata.
So for Fabular's question that we said for that Zuri starting right back, I think it's someone that you didn't mention. I think Lazzari's having a fantastic season for Lazio, and I think he should maybe get the nod ahead, at least maybe seeing him sometimes. But probably Florenzi, who's playing very good at PSG, is also a very good option.
I'll disagree with your choices. I like that you brought Lazzari up, which I think he is a little bit underrated. Obviously, he's playing as a wing back right now, so we would need to see how he fits into the team. But I think it's pretty obvious.
Oh, Calabria, you're going to say?
Ooh. I think that, Osimhen steals the ball from Bernardeschi. Politano on top of the box, takes a shot, but way off target.
No deflection, right?
I think that you have to go in the moment. Like, I think that Di Lorenzo, yes, he had very good times. At points, he was the best Italian right back, but he's dipped off. And I think Calabria right now has shown that he's been the best. But certain times when you put these kind of players inside of a position with very different teammates, with a different philosophy from the coach, they don't shine. So we'll need to see. I definitely think that we have much better options than I would say even last year, though.
For sure.
Because I actually enjoy some of those options. I don't love the Florenzi idea, though.
Marco, I think based on the seasons that everyone has been having, let's not forget that these guys, they finished the season back in August. They had 2 weeks vacation, and then they started again. Everyone has been playing 3 games in a row. We're talking about the top teams, not the ones that do not participate in Europa League. So, and of course, you had to play also a few matches in Serie A on Wednesday. Otherwise, the season would never finish in time for
Are they checking
May.
something?
So it's.
Are they checking something?
Why you say that they stopped?
Yeah.
No.
They were, but
they were checking something.
Maybe they were pulling each other.
No, I think a handball and Chiellini they were looking at.
Oh, shit.
Head off.
So I also feel that from a coach's perspective, especially especially from a national point of view, to start the players and call the players who you feel are in better shape at that particular time of the year.
Exactly.
It's not the name who you want to play that particular position. Who can give me the most? Who has the most minutes in his legs that can perform against this particular opponent at this given day?
I agree with that. And there's a lot of time until we get to the Euros still for things to happen.
You might have 30 players that are great names, but if the team as a whole, as a unit, is not in shape, where are you going?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, look at Calabria. At times, I mean, if we said Calabria a year ago, 2 years ago, that he would be an option, we would say, come on, there's no way. He wasn't playing good. But this year, guess what? He stepped up and he's played really well, so that's why he's in the discussions.
think there's no running.
Rabiot winning the ball. Come on, Bernardeschi. Lay it off. Lay it off. Lay it off. Lay it off. This guy. It's weird to not see Kulusevski, man, in that position. It's crazy. The only time he's been used is that.
But I feel like he
Morata.
always performs when he plays. Except when he plays striker. Out wide as a.
Well, I just feel that in this game, I think he'll bring him in like the last 20 minutes to give Morata a rest. He'll bring him in the last as a roaming forward. He will bring him in the last 20.
But I don't even think that's his position though, Ludo. Whenever he plays centrally like that, I feel like he's invisible. When he plays out wide, sends crosses, does a little trick. I think that's where he's used best.
Yeah, or at least behind this striker, like not as a Morata replacement. I don't like him. I don't like him in that position. I don't think it uses his best qualities.
For sure.
See, teams are the rhythm is very low, and then all of a sudden you have these 15, 20-second sparks
of a mistake and a counter-attack,
try to catch the other team off guard and try to take advantage of their possible weaknesses that they have and try to capitalize on the weaknesses.
We've seen a few from Napoli already. We see some bad mistakes and not everyone tracking back like they should have.
Correct. Right. Mike, everyone makes mistakes. It's how you transition
from that mistake,
from the possession mode mentality that you're in, how quickly you transition into the non-possession mode, how quickly you become super compact, not allowing the other team to capitalize on the opportunity that they just created. That's what we are not doing currently. A little bit because you have players that have not played together in previous during this season. Players a little bit out of
bad ball from Chiellini.
Bad ball. Mistake from Chiellini.
So now we have to take who is the guy on the right side. Where's the guy on the right side?
Yeah. Lozano took a shot, deflected
that
off.
Should have been Politano there, and just
passed it to him.
Right, and passed it to the right. And Politano making the move in the middle and trying to shoot with his left foot.
He didn't have an option, so he had to shoot almost.
Correct. He had no option because the right man, Politano, did not come up on
in time.
I see from Santino Mamone. He said, "Guys, it's my 43rd birthday today. Forza Juve from Australia.
Happy birthday,
Santino.
Happy birthday, man."
It's also my nephew's birthday, Filippo. So happy birthday to everybody over there.
Happy birthday.
Great Inzaghi, right, Marco?
No.
No?
Remember, didn't you tell him that one time?
I think he just like, what?
Yeah,
he just walked away. No one gets my jokes sometimes.
He sent me a picture. He got a new Juve kit today. And he's watching the game, so he's very happy.
Pretty cool.
But happy birthday, Santino. Edison said, should Pioli be Italy's next coach? What do you think? All right, I'm not going that far, guys, just with Pioli. I'm happy for what's happening with him at Milan, but I'm not giving Pioli the Italy job. Let him stay at Milan and keep building over there.
Sure. Why change scenery? He's doing good right now.
No, it's not for Italy, I don't think. Do you have a different opinion, Ludo?
Well, it's guys, becoming the coach of a national team is not an easy job. For many coaches, their success is built based on seeing players on a daily basis, working with them, study them, and try to get the most out of them. For a national team coach, you see these guys 2, 3, 4 times a year for a couple of days. You're more of a selector.
Exactly.
Someone that you're selecting players.
Oh, that could be a yellow.
Yeah, yellow card from Di Lorenzo.
Absolutely. Wow.
Chiesa just beat his man. Got to the ball quicker. Simple as that. Exactly.
So it's you're more of a selection guy, and you have to be a great communicator and able to get the best out of these guys in such short period of time that you have with them. This is why I don't see a coach like Gasperini being on the national team, because Gasperini is a coach that needs time.
Exactly.
He has to get to know his players.
He builds
Plus, he'll present you a specific shopping list. Who to buy in order to adapt to his style of play. In Italy, you don't have that shopping list or any other. This is who you have. These are the Italians. This is who I need to pick. I don't have a shopping list. Oh, go get me this player in Germany. Go get me that player in Belgium. This guy's not famous in Africa. Go get him for me. Here's a few dollars. Bring this guy back. This not. I don't see Gasperini as as a national
Team player.
as a national team coach. He has to be a great communicator. He has to be someone that is respected by everyone. And Mancini he's been around. I mean, he's middle-aged.
I think even Allegri fits that bill, to be honest, because whenever he comes, I feel like he maybe doesn't ask much, and he knows how to really make the team his own. He manages it.
Just to give more context to that, Ludo.
Ronaldo.
They're talking about when they're mentioning that, they're mentioning because when Mancini leaves, since Mancini said after.
Absolutely,
So Mancini, I agree. Mancini, of course, has to stay. What he's done is really good. And my dad had even brought up the same thing with the selector. It's like in Brazil they say seleção, right?
Right.
You're just choosing the best players. I agree with Michael in that I want to see Allegri as the next coach of the Italian national team. I don't think it will happen. He's offside if anything.
Yeah, his whole body's off.
I don't think it will happen because I think Allegri still wants to coach a club team. I think that's what he's looking for.
He still has a few years. Plus, I feel that Allegri wants to have an experience outside of Italy, and I personally think that I like when a high-profile coach, I think he should expand his mentality and his study of culture around Europe and try different experiences. I feel that it's very important to help yourself grow as an individual, as a coach, and fulfill that cultural baggage, let's say, bag in your mind and I feel Allegri, he's looking for a big club to knock. Could be Real Madrid. I mean, why not? I do see him. I do see him there. The only thing against Allegri is that those are clubs that they want to see their teams perform in a particular manner. They want to see beauty and results.
Exactly.
And Allegri is the type of guy that, okay, I'm going to try to give you the results. This is what I have. These are the ingredients that I have. Let's go after the 3 points. No, they want the 3 points and they want the beauty.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And otherwise you're going to get criticized.
For me, for Italy, I just want to win. I want to win something again. And I think also the next coach that gets the Italy job is going to be a very important one, whether it's Ancelotti, whether it's Gasperini, whether it's Allegri, who we don't know who it's going to be, because we're getting on the cusp of having really good talent. So I think that could be a great opportunity that we need to have the perfect guy who's able to handle both the young talent and the developed talent coming in, because I think that in a couple of years we'll see a team that could actually challenge. Like, yes, we've had, bad teams since 2006. We haven't had great teams. On off moments, we've had ones that have challenged, but we've never had like another great generation. And I really hope that we're about to.
Well, Italy, in respect to other countries, and I don't mean to sound non-optimistic. Now I think it changed a little bit recently. I always felt that the clubs in Italy were never enthusiastic about giving players to the national team. They always felt it was a huge headache. These players can get hurt. I invested in these players, so they never wanted, the support from the clubs itself was never there. Number one. Number two, it's that the Italian clubs do not give opportunity to the young players to come up and experience and give a young player an opportunity to make mistakes, to have a bad season and still believe in him. They want the results, boom, right away.
Instantly. Yep.
They want the dinner already served. Now these things are changing a little bit. The clubs are starting to support a little bit the national team because, not going to the last World Cup, it was something really embarrassing for Italy. So now the league and the Italian Federation got involved and they got more support. But we're also seeing these clubs giving these young players the opportunity and not just make them sit on the bench. I remember Verratti. Verratti was supposed to come to Napoli, but Mazzarri back then said, "Listen, you want to come? You're welcome to come, but I'm not going to start you right away." And he wanted to start. That's why he went to France. That's why he went to. So a lot of examples like Verratti we had in Serie A, where a potential good player, the coach said, "Listen, you're going to come, sit on the bench. You're going to see a few minutes here and there, a year or two, boom, and then I put you in." And that's not the way they do it in other championships.
Exactly.
But now things have changed.
I agree with
and
that.
Also, what I give Mancini a lot of credit, that he's looking at everyone, and not only the first 5-6 top teams in Italy. He's looking at the Crotone fullback.
Yeah, he's taking it.
He's looking at everyone.
That's great.
If you feel that you are producing and you can adapt, he'll call you up. So everybody has an equal. Everybody is an equal opportunity employer or employee trying to make it in the to the national team. Not necessarily. Oh, I play for Sassuolo. There's no way for me to go on the national team.
Absolutely.
You do have the chance if you are playing. If you are playing well.
And I think that also FIFA hasn't done a great job at the matches. There are way too many friendly games, and I even remember when COVID was really bad and teams had such a hard schedule. They were playing friendly matches.
Oh, the ref is checking for a potential penalty. Apparently, Rahmani got hit by Chiellini, but it looks like he's going to VAR. I saw it.
I don't think it's a penalty.
I mean, he smacked him like this, but I wouldn't
Where?
give it, to be honest. Look at this.
Well, it's when your hand like that in the box, it is a penalty.
When he smacks him like that?
Yeah, when you open
Look,
your
look,
arm.
look.
Is it
When you
Chesney?
when you open your arm, yes.
Might
No,
be.
it's Chiellini on.
You
on
opening
Rahmani.
opening your arm like that, and you're not
that's
even.
sad.
It's a yellow card.
Wow,
also
he
when
looked at it pretty
happens in
quick.
the
He
middle
made his
of the,
decision already.
Wow.
It looks like it might be a pen.
Penalty.
Wow.
Wait, so does Insigne take
I'm
it? He was asked before the match. Insigne was asked before the
I'm
match if he would take a
surprised.
penalty. He said, "We'll see when the moment comes if I'll take it."
That's a little soft, to be honest.
No, Mike, it's the rules. It's not a matter of being soft or not. So it's the rule like that they're trying to avoid players from extending
Their arms too wide?
their arm wide like that.
Wow.
You got a
Because
yellow
it's
card.
dangerous.
got a
It's
yellow?
dangerous.
You got a yellow.
Yellow card,
No, I said it before. It's
Insigne is taking
I
it.
thought it was a little
Insigne is
harsh.
taking the penalty. So listen, like Totti used to say, the only person that who never misses a penalty is
Exactly.
the one that never
Yeah.
takes one.
Exactly.
So, guys, for some knowledge, Insigne took one to equalize for the Supercopa, and he missed it. Now it's looking like
Did you
the
see?
Capitano's
They
trying
asked
to
him
redeem
before the
himself.
match. They asked him before the match about this if he would take it against Juve. He
what
said
he
he
said?
said
Well,
you'll
he
see.
missed all 3 penalties against Juventus.
Now
Here we
let's
go.
see.
Insigne steps up on the
Roberto
spot.
Insigne steps up.
Goal.
And goal.
Good penalty,
Napoli
too.
are up. Let's go.
1-0.
Ludo's not celebrating. Very superstitious from him. Doesn't want to say anything.
I'm gonna add that.
1-0.
I'll add 1-0.
The Capitano scores, and he's showing a message in his shirt. Ludo, if you can read that. It's probably Napolitano. So Marco's not even going to understand it. But it's
No,
gonna
I
be
can't
hard.
actually read
I know, someone's
the words,
blocking
but
it.
we'll
Someone's
find
blocking.
out. Oh, here we go.
Lorenzo Insigne has
Oh,
100.
Buon San Valentino, amore mio. Happy
Oh,
Valentine's Day, my love.
Oh, nice.
Nice touch, Lorenzo. It says ESPN had a stat there that is 100 goals
Yes,
from Lorenzo Insigne.
Yes, this is the 100. See, look, that's a. See,
Yeah,
that's
it's
that
a
is
pen. It's a penalty.
Yeah, it is.
His arm way out.
To be honest, I was surprised they gave that. I didn't think that would.
No, but people are
But I
saying
guess
that's
it's 'cause
soft.
of the rules
That
and
wasn't
stuff.
that wasn't soft though.
You don't think it was
His-
soft?
No, his arm was out. He smacked him in the face. So it's a pen. Clearly a pen.
Wow. I mean, if it's part of the rules, we.
Now we'll see a total different.
Juve and Napoli side,
Napoli.
both of them.
I mean,
Game on.
Juventus now has to pick up the rhythm. Juventus now has to pick up the speed. The build-up has to be much faster, more pressuring, and not allowing Napoli to get the second goal. Now you have to. The rhythms you have to pick up at
This
this,
goes gonna
at
open.
this point.
This game's gonna open up a lot because Juve are gonna be attacking more, and now they're gonna try to attack.
Yes, please.
So we're gonna see a more attacking Juve
Right.
than we've seen already.
See, more foul. I was going to say this, and it just happened. More fouls from Juventus trying to break that Napoli rhythm in the counterattack. So you will see a few more yellow cards
for sure.
flying around. Look at this. Look. This is basically, to me, I don't know, is it a yellow card that you completely forget about the ball and you're only thinking about the man and you're just diving into the man and not worrying about the ball? When you don't worry about the ball, to me, it's an automatically a red. A yellow card. And I'm not saying this because it happened to a Napoli player. I would have said the same thing if it would have been the other way around. When you completely disregard the ball and you just go on the man, it's to me it's a yellow card.
And Ludo, I want to ask you: do you usually celebrate when Napoli score, or you're always very silent and just wait till the final whistle?
I've
Typically.
learned to control my emotions.
That's sad, though.
To the day. I don't know. Maybe something that after Maradona left Napoli. I mean, back then it was different days, different
Yeah.
times. And I used to go to church before every game and pray. And I would do the same exact things as the Sunday before, wear the same clothes and the same underwear, and trying to do whatever I ate that
time, right?
Trying to do
hilarious.
everything the
same way.
the same, right?
But now you
same
calm
routine.
down? You calm
now
down a little bit?
I'm more realistic now. You're trying to keep these emotions contained, and then at the end when that referee blows the
Good
look
ball.
at that.
Good ball.
Look.
Oh, nice defense,
When the referee
though.
look at this.
Okay.
When the referee blows that whistle at the end, and then you
break the chairs, right?
correct.
Okay, so you were right. 100 goal for Napoli, Insigne.
Yeah, I said
You
that.
guys were right. Yeah. I just saw it on IFTV. I was like, wait a second. That's us that wrote that.
Those guys are pretty good, right?
They're a little bit annoying sometimes.
A little cringe too at
Yeah.
times, but what are you gonna do?
I only like Ryan and Ludovico from IFTV.
Yeah.
That's it.
That short guy's annoying too.
Yeah. Game is on though. Petric says Rahmani is 10 times better than Manolas.
I
sorry?
mean,
No,
Ludo,
Rahmani,
you can take this.
Rahmani had a great season with Verona, and as we stated in previous live shows and podcasts, Rahmani was purchased for a specific reason to replace Koulibaly, because 80% Koulibaly was going to be sold.
Manchester City, yeah, he was very close.
But then the pandemic hit, and basically, there's no money going around. There's very little money that clubs have and are spending. So Koulibaly stayed in Napoli and closed the doors for Rahmani. But he's a great center back. Nobody's
sure.
questioning.
Yeah.
Nobody's questioning his abilities.
He's the main reason why Ellis Verona had one of the
Correct.
incredible seasons.
So
last year.
now you have Maksimovic and Isai that Napoli has stopped negotiations with their for their contracts. Maksimovic thinks that what Napoli offered is very, very low, and he wants more. So if he thinks that he could get more, that means there's already another team knocking on the door that wants him, and he's going to leave. Mm-hmm. And Isai is he's also leaving at the end of the
season. Yeah.
At the end of the season. So Rahmani will have more opportunity at the following the net here the fouls that we're talking about. You're going to see more fouls in the because now Juventus is basically attacking with more individuals
and to track back. There's less people.
Now you have to come back in order to stop, and you have to foul at the specific places of the in the field. Yeah, Manolas did not have a great season, but he had physical problems, especially with his lower back.
No, he looked fine.
Manolas has problems with his, so he's going to be out for another 3-4 weeks. Dem is out.
Lobotka.
And Lobotka is on the bench. He's a little bit overweight, to my understanding. He's a few pounds overweight.
I mean, how could he not be in Napoli? You know what I'm saying, Ludo? They should extend the pounds to 10 more pounds if you play for Napoli.
Koulibaly is still out with COVID, and Gulam as well. And I said, even when Gulam got it, I said,
what a move. What a move.
I said, here we go. I said Koulibaly.
Come on,
Koulibaly. Here we go. See, this is the
reason.
He's not
touched by Osimhen.
Look at Osimhen. He can't even control the ball, man.
That was a bad control.
But Ryan, we might say we are going to say he's not in shape. But in order for him to become in shape, he needs minutes in his legs. Right. You got to make him play.
Right.
He's not the same player as October, of course not. Mm. No, that's not a foul. To me, that's a shoulder to shoulder.
He's got his arm like this.
Me, it's a shoulder to.
I gotta see that again. Okay, he's still talking to the refs, right?
Freddie Church. So the
Frederick.
Yeah,
but now
he needs minutes in his legs if you want to have a great finale of the season, because you have Petagna now on the bench. Mertens is still in Belgium and you don't know when he's coming back. And you have Petagna that's been carrying
Oh, wow. Nice little move.
He should have chipped that. There was Politano waiting on the other side. He should have chipped it over.
Osimhen was not happy that he didn't get the pass.
Even Politano was not happy that he did not get the
Nice little move.
that he did not get the pass.
Who was that ball
What'd you
to?
ask? What were you asking? What'd you ask us? You asked us something.
Oshman. How much did Napoli spend on him?
Well, total with player loans and everything, apparently it was reported 70 million.
Correct.
I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, because Napoli also gave a couple of Primavera players.
Yeah,
that they were
Carneses
worth
too.
right.
He's
So
worth
actually,
a
it was
lot.
right about 60 if you really, just the player.
Tell me no.
No. I'm laughing because Michael mentioned Carneses in there after
he
he
was
said
part of-
Primavera.
yeah,
player.
he was part of the
Primavera
deal, though,
player.
right?
That lowered
Okay.
the
Okay.
value
On
of
the
the
break.
deal.
Hey, look at this. This cannot happen.
Morata, give it.
That was
What
good.
is he
That's not a foul.
That was
doing?
good. That was
That's
good.
not a foul.
Continue.
What is he
See,
doing?
You see these progressions, the 30, 40 yard without a
Yeah.
man, you need to be more compact. You cannot
right.
allow that.
You're right.
See, here we go.
And they got to track back more. Nice
See,
nice
this
tackle.
is for me. This is where McKennie is needed at Juventus. You need that physical guy who's actually gonna give you some body.
Well,
in the
now
midfield.
you might see him. You might see him now to come in the second half because you do want that speed, and he does a very well job in attacking the free space, and he's much quicker than Rabiot and Bernardeschi as well. So I would bring him in. I'm sure we'll see him the second half.
Betania warming up already. What?
Because 70 million Oshiman doesn't know how to control the ball.
Jeez, right?
That's the
You're
problem.
really against
That's the problem, man.
I mean, he's coming back from a lot, though. You got to understand. Okay,
Oh,
70
yeah,
million. First of all, he's a baby. He's coming from a second league. He had COVID. He was injured. So you got to take those into consideration.
See, look at that. Now we have look.
Ooh,
This is
Lozano.
where
You should have sent it.
That's a good ball.
Oh, he got. Wow.
Chiellini, man.
Chiellini,
Yeah,
very
you better be
good.
now
careful,
here
he's
we
on a
go.
yellow
So
card.
now that's where we have to stop Juventus. You see, we have to stop the Juventus right there now. Even if you have to make that tactical foul, that's where you need to stop Juventus from actually doing those 30, 40 meters and nobody getting that player.
Ryan is laughing because Max is in the chat. Max, you know Max, our buddy Max.
He's a
making-
Liverpool. I'll take that back. He's a loser pool fan, you know. So he only comes around when they win, but when they lose, like today,
He
when they get
hides.
smacked, he's nowhere to be found. He's hiding in his closet. You know.
Man, these guys, they fight inside a group chat. They're worse than anybody. Them two, Liverpool and Man United fans, oh my gosh. They hate each
Whenever
other.
You can't even compare Liverpool and Man U, man. They've been great the last 2-3 years. Other than that, the past 100 years, they've never won a
Who
league.
cares about the Premier
They've
League?
never won a league.
Ludo, whenever I hear the Premier League, I
They've
start
never
falling
won a
asleep.
league.
I'd rather watch
Mike,
Serie
don't talk
D.
about winning a Champions League in the
I start watching
1960s.
Serie
You ain't even
D.
around for that, so don't talk about that.
I'm not
Don't
talking
talk about
I
that,
didn't
Mike.
talk about champions. I'm
All
talking
right.
about Premier League in general.
All right.
Whatever.
So what's wrong with the Premier League?
Nothing. It's like I prefer this. That's what I'm saying.
Get
So I
the
don't
fuck
really,
out of here, man.
I prefer Serie D, not just this, though.
Yeah, okay. Bye-bye.
We've got guys, we've got all your comments that pop up. We have two screens, so we've got a second one for the people that are asking where we're reading them from. We've got a second screen right on top of our game, so that's why we're glancing over and reading the comments as we watch. I would take out Bernardeschi and put in McKennie. I think that a midfield needs McKennie in this for Juve.
I'm sure he's gonna come in.
We've said
They
this
have to.
many times before. but-
Bentancur looks lazy today, man. He doesn't look nowhere to be found.
Well, it's also the
on.
Napoli fullbacks, as you guys saw. Either Mario Rui or Di Lorenzo have been going up. So they're not allowing the Bernardeschi and the Chiesa to make those runs, down the line. It's not happening.
My battery can't handle it. That's
Okay. You want to put it on?
Get it. You could use my thing. Oh my gosh.
What's going on with ESPN, man?
Mike's gonna put his. We'll try.
It's a disgrace that a big game like this is lagging every second.
I know everybody's been having the past week or two. ESPN Plus has been even. What was the game that we were watching that just stopped? Was it the Coppa Italia?
It was Coppa Italia, man.
Mike, try yours. You could just take my the dongle.
At this point, though, Mike, you might as well wait 2 minutes to halftime. No?
No. We're not gonna wait 2
Oh,
minutes.
is that a foul?
By the time he does it, the thing's going to be over.
All right, Mike's gonna pop it on.
Little Maxie said his ESPN is fine. So he thinks it's our internet down here.
No.
Full of shit. Man. Ludo, I know deep down inside, you're screaming of joy right now.
Well, right now I'm sorry because I'm not seeing anything. I'm seeing a rainbow. Mike is trying to give me a heart attack.
I'm not trying.
You're not quick enough, Mike. Hurry up.
So now it should appear on the on there. We gotta make it bigger. It
beautiful.
can't be like that.
Beautiful.
Here we go. So
We back.
So what is it? I look. It seems like there's a Napoli sunset over there. Is that the Napoli sunset? It's a little bit on the. Well, it was 4 degrees in Napoli earlier. Here we go. Okay, now the lights came back on.
And the sound, Mike.
Here we go. Quadrado. Well, you see it already. He's late. I mean, that's automatically when you're late. I mean, no.
How you feel, Marco?
Good. I'm reading the message. I see Giordano said, Ludo, what changes do you think Gattuso will make in the second half?
I don't think right now, none.
I don't think your ESPN is muted, Mike. You got to lower that again.
I don't think right now you are going. There's no changes to be made at this point. The game is going in our favorite. Juventus, as of yet, has not picked up the rhythm and the pressure. Napoli is basically holding his own, and we just have to be more careful in the transition in becoming in compact mode, and everyone has to know who to pick up and mark a little bit tighter, not allowing Juventus to take those shots from the outside or give those quick give and goes. But other than that, I think the second half will favor Napoli because Juventus is forced to attack, and Napoli with the counterattack and the speed of Lozano and Politano on both sides will force actually the Juventus wide midfielders to drop a little bit back.
So now it looks like Napoli have a set piece right outside the box, right?
Well, I won't say right outside the box.
Oh,
but,
yeah, you're right. About 30 yards,
not,
right?
Right.
Oh, Szczesny comfortable
That was a text
save.
message.
No. What's that mean, text message?
My mother would have saved that.
Oh, man. Just one more minute of extra time left.
I want to see if Pirlo is known for making changes late into matches. I feel like it's always like late 60s, early 70s. I think this one is needed at halftime. Juventus haven't done anything well right now.
To get into the free space. This is what see. This should not be allowed. See, this is now. Here we go. See, this should not be allowed.
Oof!
Wow.
Nobody's there.
Nobody's there.
Yeah, that was bad, but it did hit.
See,
They got a lucky bounce too, though, a little bit on that one.
I
but
agree, Mike.
the beginning thing, yeah, I agree.
You cannot give Juventus those couple of
meters.
That's
a foul.
A couple of meters outside the box to do what they want and look for the free man. You cannot allow that.
You're right. And now Juve have a free kick outside the box.
No, that's a foul. Absolutely, that is a.
You fouled him. Yeah. Senior went into him.
Probably the last play of the game.
Yeah, most likely. Unless it goes for a corner.
I think the McKennie or Kulusevski, both. One, I would put both, but I think one of them is definitely needed at halftime.
See some guys saying Demiral over Van Dijk. I kind of agree.
Well, Morata hasn't shown. Morata today hasn't played. To me, he hasn't. He's a no-show to my understanding. I won't be surprised if he will bring him in the second half.
And yeah, guys, for those asking, Artur is still injured, so that's why he's not available. He had a fever, but now he's injured. All right, halftime.
And halftime, 1-0, Napoli are up. So, Ludo, what are we thinking? First half, a little still from both sides overall, I'd say, but Napoli get that penalty from Chiellini.
Well, it's not the it's not the game that people expected based on how the Supercoppa was played. The rhythms are a little low. The build-up is a little low from both teams. Very slow build-up, and basically that favors Napoli at this point.
Yeah.
And the both teams not wanting to make any mistakes and just waiting for the opportunity of scoring a goal based on the mistakes that the other team makes. Juventus tried before the penalty in sending those long balls over the defenders, over the center mids of Napoli, and either a head ball from the Napoli defender or bringing the ball down of the Juventus forward and the midfielders coming up and allowing those quick given goals or shooting from the outside. That was the Juventus build-up, trying to capitalize on the lack of experience between the two center defenders, Rachmani and Maximovic, and forcing them to make a mistake. And then, of course, we got the penalty, and a little bit of luck doesn't hurt every once in a while. The penalty was there, but not a nice game, not a nice first half by either teams.
I agree.
That we played very slow, rhythms very low, and total different games that we saw a week ago, 2 weeks ago from these two teams that can play calcio, and today they're just passing the ball around and trying to take the opportunity of the other team, the mistake, and try to capitalize on the mistake of the other team.
Correct. Just so that we're all on board here, that definitely was 100% a penalty earlier in the first half on Chiellini's end. I mean, his hand. First, I looked at that and I said to myself, it looks a little soft, Then when they replayed it, you could see when they're both in the air, Chiellini's not even looking at the ball. He just his arms in the air. My bad. His arms in the air, and you can see like he slapped the guy in the face. So. Personally,
I don't think the penalty was a matter of interpretation by one ref compared to another ref. It's a penalty, period, based on the rules.
But I've seen it happen before, Ludo. I've seen it happen before where it's happened where the arm in a similar situation on a corner or whatever the case is, and the guy's hands in the guy's face, slaps him, and the ref looks at it.
Even when it happens in the middle of the field like that, it's an automatic yellow card.
Right, but in the box like that, and you're given a penalty for it. I agree that it was a penalty. I agree, but there's times where I've seen it and they've gone to VAR and it wasn't called.
By you slapping or hitting or semi-punching the guy in the face, you are the other player does not have the opportunity to get the ball or try to head the ball because you basically not giving him the opportunity, right, because you just extended your arm and you hit the other player in the face. Mm-hmm. So now the other player is basically out of the play.
Correct.
He's not able to capitalize. He's not able to see where actually the ball is going, and if it's coming, and if he's able to get to that ball and trying to score.
Right. And not for nothing, I don't think he was getting to that ball. The keeper was right there. So I don't think there was a need for Chiellini to have his hand in the air like that to begin with.
But that's the Chiellini style of play. Those are the old-fashioned. Well, that's what they teach you basically when you're young.
Right.
You basically the way they teach these the defenders is that when you go up for a head ball, you got to put your arm on the opponent's shoulder and try to keep him down and not to rise to the same level as you are as a defender. Mm-hmm. So that's what they're taught. But sometimes, it's a little bit, you're looking at the ball, you don't know where the guy's face is, you don't know where his shoulder is. So you're trying to put your arm on the shoulder and keep him down so he cannot rise to the same height as you. And that's where that's where it happens. Mm-hmm. I remember once De Rossi, I believe, I forgot what was it, the World Cup? That De Rossi did the same thing against USA in the middle of the field, and he got a red card. Did he get the red card that game? But it was years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, 2006 World Cup.
Wow.
No?
No, I was after that. It was after that, I believe.
That's crazy.
I forgot which game it.
What do you think, Marco? Was that a penalty for you?
No, yeah, I don't. The penalty is the least interesting part of it because we saw what it was and that's it. For me, it's the way that Juventus is playing that's poor. You need that guy like McKennie inside the pitch or Kulusevski. I think both of those guys need to be inside the game. And I was with Tony Mioli yesterday too, and he asked me if Juventus lined up tomorrow morning for a Champions League final, do you play McKennie? And my response was, if you want to win the match, you would put McKennie inside the pitch because I think that he adds a balance to the team that's crucial.
Right.
For the way that Juventus play, it's important. So Pirlo needs to see the game and adapt it a little bit and get that physical ability back inside the midfield to break the line.
I agree with you, and I don't understand. You know, Pirlo knows what he can get from McKennie, starting him on the pitch. Why would you make changes that aren't necessary at the moment? You know what I mean, to the midfield.
I don't think it's also a matter of the changes. I think the way Pirlo tried, the way adapted to this game. I think the adaptation to this game was not what he expected. The Juventus that we have seen in previous games is a pressuring Juventus really high. A team that wants to win the ball back immediately when they lose it. They pressure you, they double you, and then these players running into the free space and making things happen. A lot of penetrating from the midfielders, and that's what's not happening tonight. That Juventus is only relying on those long balls, and those balls dropping outside the box, and then the midfielders go in and try to pick up those balls and try to make something happen, even with a shot from the outside. But the Juventus that we have seen in other games is the Juventus that pressures you high, wants the ball back immediately, wants the ball back in your half of the field, outside your box, and then those midfielders making those penetrating runs. We will see that with McKinley the second half, that he's doing he's doing more of that. But now by Juventus doing that, and now you have to give up space.
Right.
So now by you giving up space and you have Politano and Lozano coming up, now the defenders are forced to make those fouls. Now you already have yellow cards.
Right.
Do you want to finish the game with 10 or 9 men?
Right.
So now you have to be able to adapt the second half. But it should be a different Juventus coming out the second half if they want to try to score and win this game.
Yeah, I agree.
They have to come out with a total different approach and game plan that they did the first half, because it did not work. The Juventus game plan the first half actually favored Napoli based on their current physical status and mental. It favored Napoli. Slower the rhythm, better it is for us at this point, based on who we have on the field currently.
Marco, what would you do if you were Pirlo now to make some substitutions or change? You said it?
I think I said it like 5 times now.
At
the point of during the match and now at halftime. I don't want to keep repeating myself. For me, it's obvious.
I don't think it's matter of making so many players. To me, I think it's matter of interpretation. The approach, the interpretation, and adapting to a balanced second half, where you got to try to bring the best out of those players that you currently have on, and then you see 30 minutes towards the end of the game to make those necessary changes that might bring you the results. I just feel the way that Pirlo set up the game the first half was not the same way as they did in previous games. But look what happened against Roma. Like we said before, Juventus had left less than 50% possession. Juventus left Roma the initiative, but who won the game at the end? Juventus did. But Roma had the initiative. Roma had more possession, more passes, total passes of the game. But Juventus came home with the 3 points.
Ludo, we saw in besides this match, because we've spoken a lot about it on top of this, and we didn't get your opinion. Inter knocked out of Coppa Italia. against Juventus. They're playing Lazio tomorrow, which Lazio is the most informed team in Serie A right now. I think they're past 6 in Serie A. They've won 6, and they're on a hot streak. Out of Immobile's 14 goals in Serie A, 7 have been game winners. So they're going into this game really, really hot. The pressure that's on Inter and Conte, what do you think about it? What do you have to say? Because he's all in now. Champions League is over. Coppa Italia is over. It's only Scudetto.
Well, if Inter, to my understanding, does not win the Scudetto, it's a total failure. Inter needs to win the Scudetto. They will have less games than anyone else. Their concentration will only be on Serie A. But I think what's bothering Inter right now are the voices coming from the club. I feel that the project of Inter stopped last August when the faucet closed from the owners. That there was no more money to be spent, that the club wants to be sold, and trying to get new, fresh liquidity in. And these voices, when you don't have the club behind you, a strong club behind you, it does affect the team playing on the field. When you hear these voices, it's being sold, we're going to sell it, we're finding a buyer, this buyer is coming in, the current owners want to leave. So basically what was spoken on Inter when Conte was hired, that stopped back in August with the new season. And I feel that had an effect on the team's performance, on the team's performance itself, of looking at the bigger picture. Does Inter have the roster to win Serie A? Oh, absolutely, they do.
Should.
I just feel that Conte, based on the players that he has, he needs to adapt more based on his opponent, and not having just that avenue of going to Lautaro. And then if you're going to get teams that are going to close that venue, like Chiellini did, like Juventus did in the Chiellini. He did play in the Cup. No,
in the first leg. In the second leg, it was Demiral and Deli.
Correct. So the when you find defenders that are able to close that venue, now
they have no other option.
You have no other option.
There's no plan B.
And a team that Juventus, that particular game played extremely tight, where you couldn't even fit not even a credit card between two players. It's hard to score when you don't have that that alternative. And 70% of the Inter playing comes from the right side, because Hakimi has that speed of taking on a man 1v1 and actually doing a cross. Perisic on the other side cannot take a man on 1v1. That's you lacking both sides, that speed, equal speed on both sides. Perisic, most of the passes that he when he gets the ball, either he passes towards the middle or he goes back. He doesn't have the strength, the speed to take on a man 1v1 on the left side.
You can't fit a credit card.
Like, well,
it's very true. Oh my
that's
God.
So when you know Lautaro,
yeah,
you know,
Lukaku.
Lukaku. You know Lautaro, that is very good in those tight spaces, that the ball is glued to his feet. Now, the closer you are, you make these guys that, you build this wall. And that's where Inter has that lacking of...
There's no other option. It's like that one avenue of vertical. There's no creativity from their players. If they don't do that same 1-2, lay it off, go out wide, press it. That's it. If they figure that out, guess what? They can't adapt.
Especially once the other team closes the faucet. Well.
Right. And you know what? To me, it's like there's no brain power. There's no like Guardiola always says, like, I teach my players to think, right? So when they're in that position, they have to feel the game. They have to see how it is and adapt to that. It's not that we have one game plan. If it doesn't go, what do we do? Oh, I don't know. I'm looking at this guy. I'm looking at that guy. For me, that's not how it works.
It looks like Alexandro is coming on for Cuadrado.
Wait, what? For Cuadrado?
It must be some sort of injury, because
I thought for sure.
I think probably because
the yellow card?
Well, I think because of the yellow card.
Yellow
card, because now you're able to make more. You gotta stop the playing, and he doesn't want to play with the 10 men. But it also might be an injury. You know who I see on the left side of Inter? who would really do great?
No.
Hakimi on the right. I would see Lozano on the left side.
Lozano. You're not going to give it to them.
No, I mean, it's not my. But you just imagine two trades coming down on both sides, and plus Lozano does a very good job in coming back and in the non-possession mode, the defensive mode that Lozano does. He also does that, but the speed and the taking on the man 1v1. I think that would have been, and I personally think that even Inter gave up on Politano too soon.
Maybe.
Gave up on Politano too soon. Politano is having a great season. He's in shape. He's doing well with Napoli. And
first header from Morata. I don't think Meta needed to dive on that. It made it look a little bit closer.
more dramatic.
I agree with you on the
what we call
Politano
a
thing.
plastic dive.
Ludo-
it made it look way closer than it was. I don't think it was close at all.
I agree with the Politano thing, but I feel like he's like a Perisic. He doesn't fit that system. He's not gonna play as a striker. He's not gonna play as a wing back.
He's saying for him to play as a wing back on the left side.
Who?
I feel that Inter does not have that speed, that equal speed that has on the right side.
But Politano's not a wing back though. You're gonna make him run all the whole.
I would see
flank?
Lozano there. That's my opinion. I would see Lozano on that left side of Inter.
So Sandro, Danilo went to the right side, obviously. Sandro on the left. They just swapped, and we'll see if the intensity picks up a little bit from Juventus on here. Chiesa onto the right, always beats his man.
Correct, but now you got to double up right there. Now Mario Rui has
Beats
to.
Bakayoko too. But come on, he can't do it all.
Now you got three players there.
He still gets a cross off. A pretty good cross.
No shot. No, too much. Look at that.
Ronaldo. Oh, horrible shot,
Yeah,
Ronaldo. Gets it back again.
Oh,
nearly.
Close.
Chiesa, great work on that right side.
Wow.
Beating Mario Roy, beating Bakayoko, and putting in a cross.
Now look at that. Three men, and he was still able to cross the ball. That's a no-no. Three men.
Yeah. Look, he beat Mario Roy,
Look at
then he
it.
beats Bakayoko, and then he still gets a cross
Look at
in. I don't know how he still does. Chiesa has been fantastic.
Great run from Chiesa. Yeah, that was awesome.
That's what's not been happening
Let it
the
go.
first half.
Let it go. Yeah, exactly.
Look, right.
Exactly.
Juve.
Here we go. Look at that.
Cross in again.
Look at now the guy
He's
on the
offside.
left side free because now Politano came back a little bit late. See, these are the things that if you want to get these 3 points, you have to adapt, and you cannot allow these types of mistakes.
So what would have changes made for this half going?
Sandro went in for Cuadrado, and then Danilo went on the right side and Sandro on the left.
I guess Pirlo's being careful with Cuadrado having the yellow card already.
Yeah, I saw somebody said that he picked up a hamstring injury. I haven't checked Twitter or I haven't checked the newspapers yet, so I'm not exactly
That's
sure.
Look at this.
Juve attacking.
Look.
Corner.
That's a
Corner.
corner. That's already 20
You need
yards
some
without
intensity,
being-
you know?
Right. No, of course, the intensity had to pick up from Juventus. We expected that. We said
Yeah.
that was going to happen the second half, that Juventus need to pick up the intensity, the pressure. A guy going down 20,
Corner
30
kick.
yards, not being picked up, and nobody closing.
They leaked.
Nobody closing the man, the ball carrier, not allowing the shots. And that's what happened against Atalanta.
Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
slipped. Oh,
Ronaldo!
Oh, Ronaldo!
saved.
What are you doing?
Right at him.
Now,
though.
these
I
are,
think he
these
realized
are,
the ball
these are
came in.
warning signs. Already
Yeah.
3 opportunities
Yeah.
the first
Didn't expect
3
that ball
minutes.
to come in.
in under 5 minutes. Wow, that was right towards him.
Wow, man.
More fouls.
See, Napoli
more
are
whistling.
struggling right now in the beginning of the
yes,
second
we are.
half.
Now we're stuck because Juventus picked up
They
a little bit
came
of
out.
rhythm.
They came out guns blazing this
Yeah,
second
for
half.
sure.
I don't think they were ready for that. And we're seeing McKennie and Kulusevski warm up on the bench for Juventus. I see already.
Ronaldo should have had that.
Yeah, I'm surprised Ronaldo didn't bury that.
Yeah, but do you notice the keeper was gonna go after it, and then when he seen it, look,
Yeah,
see?
yeah.
Then he stopped.
It did take a big deflection at first, so I don't think they were expecting Ronaldo to get into that space, and then happened a little bit too quick. Bernardeschi is about to send the ball in. Yeah, Juventus came out of the second half the right.
No,
the right way.
different approach, different mentality.
Bernardeschi, what a bad cross. Man.
Bakayoko hits it out. Oh, Lozano.
Chiesa is doing everything right now for Juventus.
Well, you don't even have Demme on the bench that that is more dynamic than Bakayoko is.
Not even a foul.
You don't have him
And
to bring. So the only one you have is actually Lobotka. and the Elmas could come in. Could come in as well.
Elmas is a nice little player. He's very technical. I like.
Yes,
how he
he's
plays.
also young, so he's very.
I like that Pirlo in the past we've said that he hasn't made changes quick enough. He made the one at the 45th minute, whether it was for an injury or not, but we're seeing also McKennie and Kulusevski warm up. So I wonder if he gave the instructions, hey guys, I need to see much more in the first 5-10 minutes. Otherwise, changes are going to start to be made.
Hey, here we go.
Yeah, a lot of fouls from Napoli over here. Can't cope with waves of attacks.
No, both teams are going to make fouls. But you just got to be careful, where you make them and who's able to take that shot on that team and put the ball actually in the net. And that's a position for Ronaldo to put the ball in the net.
Just a couple yards off the line here from Ronaldo.
I mean, very little opportunities from both teams the first half. I believe no shots on goal from both teams. They were equal the first half. But the second half, we are seeing.
Oh, wow. Ronaldo gets it over the wall, but over the crossbar.
But we're seeing
also.
a total different.
Yeah, it's a different approach.
Yeah.
A very different approach. I don't think Napoli were expecting Juve to come out with this much energy. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Not too far though.
Yeah.
But it's over.
Here we
playing
go
out
again.
the back.
Now we gotta stop. Now here we go.
Uh-oh.
Wow,
So
wow,
now you
wow.
see
Juve
now the
pressing
pressure
forward.
was not there the first half. Now Juventus is pressuring the ball carrier. You see that wants the ball back right away, which
Good
was
ball,
here we go.
good
Here's
tackle.
another foul.
Yep.
So now you're going to see a lot of the 45 minutes. You're going to see a whistle every 30-40 seconds. You're going to see a whistle that's going to stop the match.
Mm-hmm.
But now Juventus starting also to pressure high and hopefully to force Napoli to make the mistakes.
Ooh, good ball from Insigne to Politano. Politano lays it off for
Politano,
Osimhen.
smart
Nice
back
play.
heel. Osimhen
Good
almost
idea
got to
from-
that.
That was a nice play.
Good idea
Yeah,
from Politano
very
and
clever.
Insigne. Didn't link off, but
Yeah.
very good
The idea was very smart.
Why is Chiellini so far up?
Somebody got hurt.
Uh-oh. Rabiot's clenching something.
Maybe we'll see McKennie come on.
I think it'd be about
Maybe.
time, no?
Let's see what happened here. Ooh, Bakayoko slammed into Rabiot.
It looked like a train just.
And I also
didn't even have that
noticed
much.
that in the previous couple of games, that Insigne does not give the ball to Mario Rui.
I wonder
haven't
why. I
noticed.
would.
Does not pass the ball to
You
Mario
wouldn't
Rui.
either, Gaetano. Gaetano, Ludo. You wouldn't either, I don't think.
With those feet. Absolutely not. He has the feet of a clown.
You seem surprised, though, the way
Not
you
just
said
the
it.
feet of a clown.
But even I saw last game when he came out because of the injury, he didn't shake Rachmani's hand. The guy put his hand out.
Oh, wow.
He refused to. You didn't see that?
No, I didn't.
You guys don't notice that?
Ludo checks it over with a magnifying glass to get every detail. No,
Yeah,
I didn't.
Rachmani had his hand out and he just refused
Wow.
and he just walked off the field when he was substituted during the
Huh.
the injury. Napoli's also now started to pressure a little bit high, meaning stopping,
Bakayoko.
trying. Oh, he got hit in those
Yeah.
in the private. They hit his jewels.
Yeah. The way he was running because he didn't want to stop was
So
hilarious.
basically, where do you stop Juventus? You stop Juventus at the source.
Watch.
You try to pressure the.
Wait, no, that is leg,
No.
Did? Why did it look like it is foot?
Mike, where's your foot located on your body, bro?
Maybe it's big enough you can see the hand like that. See, even he liked it too. Look at the ref. He also liked it his left.
In conclusion, I need glasses, guys.
I just love the
They're
way
going
you
to
don't want
give
to
the
stop.
ball. Hey,
All right. 54th minute. Let's see. I think we're going to see another change from Pirlo real soon.
But it is important for Napoli's sake to keep
the
these
hell
next
was that?
10, 15 minutes, conserved and defensive to not let Juve get that early goal. So far, they kind of escaped Juve. You could argue they could have scored early on. So 10 minutes in right now, and still 1-0 with a lot of Juventus attacks.
They need a goal, Juve. ASAP.
Expert analysis, Ryan.
That's why I get paid the big bucks,
I
baby.
said it to Ryan. I said it to Peter last time.
Listen,
Peter,
man.
like
Look at
that
Mario
one.
Rui.
Yo.
Mario Rui
United.
cannot stand up.
No.
Mario Rui has no reaction mode. It's
Hold
like
on.
he has bricks in his feet.
Peter, last time somebody asked him, what does Inter need to do in the second half? And he's like, well, they need to score a goal. And he said it dead serious.
Easy.
Oh,
Look at
that's
it.
a
Come
foul.
on,
Yeah,
Bakayo,
that was-
come
He's got to get a
on,
yellow.
man.
of
That
it.
was bad.
I told Peter during that match
He can't. He's done.
that they need to score
He's done.
before the first half ended.
Is he on a yellow?
No.
No.
He's gonna get a
done
yellow.
physically.
I mean-
He's done.
Oh.
He's done.
But he's been cautioned a couple of times, I think, already.
Yeah.
So he might be. He fell awkwardly too.
Say it again, Ryan.
Remember I told Peter before the first half ended, I said, they need to get a goal into now. He goes, nah, don't worry about it. We'll be fine. What are you talking about? What happened?
Yeah, we said that. Yeah, we said that last game too. Yeah, you're right. We told him that.
Now, do you take a chance and put in Lobotka or put in Elmas and Zielinski in that position
You're right.
and have a little
Bakayoko's
bit
dead.
Zielinski of you
You're
don't
right.
have Dembe. You don't have
Physically,
he's done.
Yeah.
Physically, he's huffing.
He's done. Look at this. This is another
Why
this
is
is
Bernadeschi
dangerous.
taking all the free?
Lobotka's more
Why
of
is he taking
a
all the
physical
free
presence
kicks?
though than Elmas though, Ludo, don't you think?
But he's also slow.
He is
He's
slow.
Why is he
Also
taking all the free
true.
kicks? I don't understand that.
He's also
Oh,
slow.
whoa, they're changing
Look
it
at-
up.
Oh,
No reaction.
Think from
save.
Chiesa.
Wow.
Was that Chiesa who took the shot? I believe it was Chiesa.
Think about all the
Good
whole
shot.
wall of people in front of him, and he made that save too.
I don't know why Bernadeschi's taking all the set pieces.
Oh, bad
That was a
corner.
horrible
bad
corner.
corner.
Horrible corner.
Somebody else needs to take the set pieces.
Who was that just took it?
It's been the same person all game. Yeah, they gotta attack Bakayoko. Nice ball. Nice. Let it go. So Bernadeschi moved to that right side now.
Lozano today is sacrificing himself a lot.
Oh,
Look at
Morata,
Look at
nice
it.
touch.
Look at that.
Oh, good ball
Wow,
in.
nice
Doesn't
plays
find
from
any-
Napoli.
Lozano sacrificing. He did a lot of sacrifice today. Lozano is sacrificing himself. He's putting his heart and soul. Chasing balls,
He's
chasing
defending
players.
too very well.
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
For a winger.
It's a game of sacrifice by Lozano. Not the usual player that we're forced to see.
Fabio.
Yeah. There
That's
we
a
go.
foul.
See, here's another way. It's another.
Yeah.
See,
Because
and
there's so many numbers
we're
up
seeing
front.
these whistles every 30, 40 seconds. Right now, you're taking time, Ryan.
No, I see it. I
You
see it
should
with my own
time these
eyes.
whistles.
I see it with my own eyes.
I
Every
see-
30, 40 seconds, it's becoming physical.
That was a
It's
great
becoming
shot.
a body game where the referee will.
Did you say body?
I would have placed that.
My problem,
Body to body.
I thought you meant body, like
Ludo.
Body Vecchia.
yeah, body vecchia.
My problem is I don't want to see fouls. I want to see goals. Okay, I want to see excitement. Right now, I see a shot here, a shot there. Come on, I want to see goals.
I think it's
man.
pretty exciting.
More
I
expert
want to see
analysis.
goals, man.
It's not just about the goal. It's a pretty exciting game, if you ask me.
Is it, Mike?
You don't need 10 goals a game, so it could be exciting.
I don't
think
know.
at least.
Last time you told
Right
me
now,
that's what you
became-
needed it for to be
right
exciting.
now, the only difference
But
we
goal
see
doesn't mean
between the
exciting.
first
That's
half
what-
and
that's what you told me.
the second half is a little bit more of a physical game, a little bit more of the approach, and the rhythm was picked up about 20-30% of the rhythm based on the first half. You see, we're seeing a lot of players on the floor. The ground. Now you waste a minute or so. I mean, a minute, 30, 40 seconds or before you take the free kick. And that's why you're trying to go long. And
He's feeding us well. Yo, you got chocolate for the rest of us or what, bro?
Do we all get a bite? No.
Ferrero Rocher.
Now, also, what I would, this is only my suggestion to, what's his name, to Gattuso, is, what are we, at the 58? In about 5-6 minutes, take out Osimhen and put in Petagna.
That's good.
So to have more of that body, and he could also help a little bit more on the defensive side. I will bring in Petagna
Logo.
for Osimhen. Look at that. Here we go.
Wow.
Let it go.
Here we go.
Juve, Pirlo needs to make the sub. It's McKennie and Kulusevski time.
I mean, it's
Let
pretty,
them put them two in, and then let Lobotka and Petagna come in, and the game will open
I
up.
think it's kind of crazy
Look
how
at
many
the space that they give to
Yeah.
Insigne. Look at that. Look at the space that this guy has now. Juventus now is, but look at the space. This was not happening during the Supercoppa game. Look at that.
But I'm surprised with all the mistakes
Look.
Napoli made, Juve haven't scored, which is kind of crazy to me.
Look at this. Look.
Oh, Osimhen, wow, he's hold on.
What are you trying?
Yeah,
You have a triangle next to you. You have a
there's three guys.
triangle.
Yeah, you gotta let it go.
Lay the ball back.
Yeah.
Open it.
Because you lose the ball right there.
Oh,
They
bad
got it
move.
back.
Horrible.
Wow.
They got it. Delete.
That's another foul.
Foul,
Here we go.
foul.
So
Delete.
30 seconds passed, right?
Play.
28, 28.
That was a minute and 30 seconds.
Play. Let's go.
The Politano is also tired. So now you bring in Elmas. Politano is not coming back. The Politano.
Ooh, nice little chip. Poof. Ooh, nice.
Beautiful
Nice
1-2.
1-2 footy.
Bernadeschi.
Oh, he got it cleanly. Oh.
Bernadeschi. Good work.
We're in the 60th minute, guys. Mostly Juve here.
But no real chances. I mean,
Yeah.
they had Chiesa. They had one other, but
Nothing.
real chances.
Nothing.
You know, the Ronaldo
It seems
one.
like Juventus does not want to put a lot of players forward because they're afraid of that possible counterattack.
Maybe later
At
on
one
we'll
point,
see
you have to
more
go
of
for it,
that.
though.
But I think later on we're gonna see more bodies as soon as the 30 minutes, maybe in the 20th minute they're gonna start committing more players forward. Because yeah, I agree, Ludo. Once if you give Napoli on a counterattack, they have so many quick players that can punish you.
Yeah, the sub is needed. 60th minute now.
Yeah,
it's
I
enough.
think so.
Looking for these balls in the middle.
Wow.
He's gonna.
Easy.
Oh, he still got it.
Yeah,
Easy.
not bad. I thought he
This
was gonna
guy
lose it
Chiesa,
there.
man, he's done well.
Yeah, he transformed.
He's done really, really well.
No, he adapted really well to
Yeah.
the Juventus. He had a little difficulty the first few games, but then he adapted.
Laid off.
Look at these guys.
Oh, Matt, right to
But he
Matt.
had-
You had
That's
Bernadeschi
his
right there, though.
Yeah, I saw that.
He adapted really well to Juventus, and it was a great purchase. It was a great buy for the future.
McKennie.
There we go.
McKennie is ready to
Finally.
come in.
Finally.
Probably for.
Bernadeschi. Should be Berna. Switch to the 3-5-2. There we go. Nice. Lay it back. Oh,
good ball.
Wow!
That was a good ball.
Well,
Yes, it was.
I don't want to. At this point, I do not want to jinx it. I wanted to keep this to myself. But to my understanding, today Maksimovic and Rachmani are having a great game.
They are. They
They're
really
both,
are.
They're both playing really well.
I agree.
Their timing is perfect. Their movements.
It's offsides.
Chiellini's
It's
offside.
offside. It's offside.
Yo,
They're-
Ludo.
Their
broke this TV. You would
They're-
have broke this TV.
their movements are synchronized.
Yeah, they
it
play
looks
well.
like they're on the
Same
on the
page.
ball.
They're way outside.
On the page, and it's got to be a better job from the midfielders, pressuring the guy with the ball and not allowing to shoot from the outside. And of course, the
offside twice.
fullbacks, he is.
Twice.
Yes.
Both Chiellini and Morata.
And the fullbacks not allowing those crosses. But as far as the middle,
There we go. McKennie.
controlling
Bernadeschi.
Ronaldo.
There we
Yeah,
go.
There we go.
Perfect substitution. 3-5. It's going to move to a 3-5-2 now. Watch. Sandro on the left. Chiesa on the right. 3-5-2. Smart move. And wait a couple more minutes, and then Kulusevski.
Oh, is
I
that
think.
Elmas putting
Yeah.
on the jersey? Looks like
Yeah.
Elmas gonna come
Yeah,
on
he always
too.
wears the
The
headband.
headband, yeah.
He's good. I like Elmas.
Yeah, he's a nice technical player. He plays nicely.
Ooh.
Oh.
So Danilo, De Ligt, and Chiellini, the back three most likely, and Sandro as the left wing back, and Chiesa as the right wing back. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, Chiesa on the right side smart because it's a direct matchup with Mario Rui, and he's winning that matchup every single
Does that
time.
go out? Oh, yeah. Looks like that.
I think anybody in Serie A will win this against Mario Rui.
I think Ryan might have a shot.
Come on. Not a
Here we
doubt.
go. Elmas.
Ryan's having good.
Oh,
Fabian
Fabian
Ruiz.
Ruiz. Okay, these are the first minutes that he's
coming
okay.
out.
Zielinski coming out.
Zielinski didn't have the most
And
impactful. of
Politano.
games.
You give me a chocolate bar, Mark, I'll be up and down that pitch for 90 minutes without a doubt.
You like your chocolate, all right?
Yeah, he doesn't even.
See,
you can
Politano-
you can ask for money. and then you
Politano
can buy
was,
as many chocolate bars as you want.
Yeah. So Fabian Ruiz for Politano, Elmas for Zielinski. Pretty good change, I would
I
think,
thought
for that
Bakayoko
midfield.
was gonna come out.
Yeah, so did I.
Well,
Marco.
it's probably that now
I like
we
Fabian.
might move to the 4-3-3. Fabian Ruiz now, Politano coming out, and we
Osimhen,
might we
Insigne,
might see
and
Elmas
Lozano.
like playing the middle, and we see Insigne now probably moving a little bit to the
Left
left.
side, yeah.
And now you go to the
Lozano on
to
the
the
right.
four
Yeah.
right.
It looks like they're
Wait, did he
shielding their
just throw
defense
that
a
ball
little
in?
bit more.
Juventus.
Ooh, Elmas foul.
Well, Elmas. It looks like Elmas
Sorry.
stayed on the.
Elmas is a 7. I forgot.
Give it a
Yeah.
second. Let
I
them
was like-
spread out.
I was like, wait,
on
Callejon
the,
has
on
that
the
number.
left. But also now I will bring in Petagna. I will bring Petagna for that physical aspect of it, and
Holding the ball.
even to get those head balls in the front, he he has a very strong body to hold the ball and wait for the team to
Speed
to
forward
come up.
in front of him.
Mr.
yeah.
Fi said, "What happened to Gianluca Gaetano? Is he? Where is
He's
he
on
now?
loan, right? Gianluca Gaetano.
Now look
the
at that,
Primavera.
plays for Cremonese. He's my he's from my town.
He's in Serie B.
He grew up with Scuola Calcio from my town. He played there for 7 years before Napoli picked him up. And the Scuola Calcio of my town got 80,000 euros for once he set foot in Serie A.
Oh, shoot.
You have to set foot in Serie A.
You guys had steak that day, huh?
So, he's on loan with for Cremonese. He scored today, I think.
Really?
Yes, I
There
think
we
he
go.
did score today.
You see? You ask Ludo. He's an encyclopedia.
Of
The Napoli
calcio.
His
encyclopedia.
uncle actually has one of the best pizzerias in our area. It's called Do Pizzeriniello,
What's
which
that
is
mean?
like 2 kilometers from my house. And that pizzeria has been around since 1955.
Is that the one Mike went to that time that you guessed?
No, I
No.
don't think so.
The layoff.
Good idea by McKenny.
Oh.
though.
That's
Napoli's
our
ball right
That's our
there.
ball, yes.
Someone said McKenny is directly matched up with Lozano, so it's USA versus Mexico.
That's funny. Direct rivalry, if you guys don't know about that.
Yeah, I think Morata could be the next person that subbed out for Juve.
He's been kind of ghostly today.
Yeah, but who could they bring in?
He's probably gonna put Kulusevski.
Kulusevski, yeah, the only other
Yeah,
guy, right?
that's,
That's
that's
fine.
what, yeah, I think so.
Touch it off.
Horseman's
Touch it.
getting killed left and right, man.
66 minute. Still not enough chances from Juventus really in this match. The first 5 minutes look good, and since then the game has balanced out a lot more.
And the beginning of the second half too, the first 10 minutes, but now
Or maybe Pirlo set up this game as well to save his friend's ass.
I don't know. Oh, did you hear the quote? I don't know, Ludo. You know the quotes before we do, but they asked him.
Okay.
Send
Ball,
it.
See,
ball.
you cannot
Give it to
allow
McKennie.
those
Give it to
turnovers.
McKennie.
You can't.
Give
You
it to
cannot.
McKennie.
You cannot allow.
Morata.
What are you
Now
doing?
Insigne came
McKennie's
back,
ball.
and
Another
they.
Just cross it.
Wow.
See? Another head ball by Maximovic.
And now the pressure's
Perfect
coming in the
timing.
box.
Here comes another head ball. Here we go. Another one.
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Ronaldo got a touch on that.
Ludo, I don't know how you're so still. I had a heart attack right now. Jeez. I'm having a heartburn. Oh, that was pretty
Nearly.
low.
And I was hard to get. It was.
Yeah. But from that angle, everything looks like
it
it's
was a
top
hard,
9, dude.
if that ball, instead of being a couple of feet off the ground, it would have been a ground shot. You know, the grass would slow the ball down, and maybe you could reach it by extending your foot and diving into it. You could reach it, but when it's too
Press Mario Roy.
Too much speed, right?
Yeah.
The
When
grass
it's
slows
higher
it
from
down.
the-
Mario,
Yeah.
Mario Roy literally passes Juventus the ball. It's unbelievable.
Now you know why my liver is so small.
I mean, that ball, he literally just put
Right,
directly
who do you put?
out.
Now, do you put a kid in? Do you put this Costanzo in?
I don't know about
and
that.
and
Ludo.
and put him in a game against Juventus.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's the that's the whole. Or you just pinch your stomach. But then if he gives up an opportunity and he gives up and he makes a mistake, then you're not going to sleep tonight. Say, okay, I should have done it.
Oh,
Sure.
my God.
You
Danilo.
gave away a
Here we go.
ball.
You
Was it
see?
Danilo,
This
right?
is-
Where the- yeah, that was
MV4.
But
Danilo.
now
it's
where's
a
everybody
4v1
else?
right now. Ooh.
That was there was
Oh,
no
wow.
need to,
Nice pass.
There was no
Yeah,
need
now
to
he's
make
going
a
to go on the
challenge.
inside and shoot.
Insigne. Ooh,
There was no need to make a challenge on that one, though.
Keep it easy.
Oh, what a
Mario
back
Roy.
heel, Mario.
He heard you.
Ooh, all the bad stuff we said gets eliminated from
Shoot
that
it.
move.
I swear to God, if this
Oh!
that was
Oh
a great
my
ball.
God.
That was a great
It
ball.
was a great chip.
Oh, Lord.
He heard you say what you said about the liver. That's why.
Jeez.
keep going.
Okay. Look at Fabio Ruiz. Look at that. I mean, I understand Fabio Ruiz. He hasn't played, the recovering from these, his first minutes that he's been playing. But you got to put these guys in. Otherwise, they'll never be, unless they build up game minutes, and not just practices during the week. They'll never get back into shape because you have many games left this season.
That's true. I mean,
Come on, Chiellini.
You have to give these guys minutes.
Craziness. This Sandro. Oh no, this was the Lozano went head to head with Sandro.
Lozano's been doing coast to coast, man. I don't know how this guy.
This guy's sacrificing his body his whole game. He's gonna have 50 bruises all over his body. But he's playing with heart. I really like what he's doing. Gattuso's face always, man. He looks. Oh man.
Gattuso saying to himself right now, yes, I'm keeping my job as of right
well,
now.
Today, what I see so far as players of the match, I see Rachmani and Maksimovic playing correct. Now, play and great sacrifices from what's his name from Lozano, and I would also give a good vote to Di Lorenzo that limiting the Ronaldo options of playing. To me, these are the 4 players that have been here we go.
There we go.
That have been drinking aqualite.
What's he looking at? Looking at the clipboard or something?
Make sure his hair is correct.
Napoli have been very organized defensively, though. If you see them, they're constantly all back. They know that they got to defend. They're defending in numbers.
Marco, it's a sacrifice. You play against Juventus, you have to sacrifice. And this is what we said at the beginning of the game. It's
Bentancur.
So they're really going over here. Wow.
It's not as much, for me, for Napoli fans, it's not as much as the results, but the soul, the heart, the
dedication,
the sacrifices that we wanted to see if this team was willing to sacrifice or would allow Juventus to walk all over them and score 5-6 goals.
But this tells me, Ludo, what I was thinking for before. Gattuso really, he still has the team. He still has a locker room.
No, Gattuso, I think the team is on Gattuso's side.
Yeah.
But right now, this moment that we're going through with the COVID and the injuries and the leadership that's missing, you don't have Koulibaly, the players that certain players that are not in shape. It's hard to be a coach for anyone, and you don't want to pull the trigger so fast in firing someone.
Morata's got to run, man.
Guys, keep in mind, what did Preziosi do?
Oh, Ruiz!
Wow.
Beautiful!
Wow.
Oh, that was so clean.
Just remember what Preziosi in Genoa, who he let go, and then regretted it. Preziosi had had 2 of the best coaches today in Serie A, and he let them go. He fired them too soon, Gasperini and Juric. They were both fired by Preziosi, the president of Genoa. He let them go too early. Now, do you want to pull that trick? Go on the... Oh.
So we saw the substitution of Kulusevski. It came in for Bentancur, which means that Juventus go back to a 4-4-2 with Kulusevski on the right and Chiesa on the left, and Rabiot and McKennie inside the middle. So back to a 4-4-2. Alexandro left back, Danilo right back, and then Morata, Ronaldo stay up as the front 2. So started as a 4-4-2, went to a 3-5-2, and now back to a 4-4-2.
Is that on? Yeah. Now we're playing some nice 1-2 passes.
I've always liked Fabian Ruiz, man.
The quality of Napoli was never disputed. I mean, the feet.
Wow, Lozano. Wow.
Lozano again.
Here we go.
Now you got the counterattack.
Here we go.
3v4.
Now we got it's 4v3
Morata,
now.
man,
It's 4v3. Now McKinley is coming. You see, this is what we spoke about.
McKinley.
What's his name?
McKinley Park. McKennie.
This is what we spoke. This is what we spoke about. Earlier.
Wow, Meret with a save. Juve get a corner. This back-to-back action.
I'm not gonna call that a save.
Well, it is. It is.
It's right at him.
Okay, regardless.
Here we go. Petagna.
You called this one for a long time. For Osimhen.
You need the body on top of there. Here we go.
He sacrificed a lot.
He doesn't have the 90 minutes. But again, you need him towards the end of the season. You need him for Europa League.
You're right.
But the only way he's going to come back into shape if you give him minutes. So you got to give him minutes, playing minutes for him to come back. On the set pieces, they worry me.
Holding your heart there.
Insigne
Ludo.
also playing, sacrifices himself a lot.
Okay.
Yes.
Throw one for Napoli. Oh, it looks like there's an injury. Who is that?
I think it's Chucky.
Oh, no. That guy's been a warrior all game, man.
I think he got hit in the face.
Yeah.
Did he?
Look at that.
Oh, head.
Oh,
No, I don't know. Didn't look like it
his
from
head.
there.
yeah, what happened?
It's his head. I think it's the way he hit the ball.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah,
how
they're
hard
probably
did
gonna
the
get
ball hit
they're
him?
probably gonna get the medics on the field for this because it's a head injury. Yeah, look there they are. Let's see the. Oh, there's the penalty. That deep breath from Insigne.
Good penalty though.
Very, yeah,
That was
very
close,
good.
man. That was close. That was close, man.
Chucky.
Let's see.
Is
Let's see.
So
I don't
now
know what you're
basically-
laughing at.
I don't know what you're laughing
Are you
at,
guys
bro.
reading this? I can read from
You
here.
can't. You're like Mike.
Ludo,
Mike
I'm
can't
with
either.
you. We're on the same boat over here.
Yeah, but I think there's a big age difference. It's fair for Ludovico not to.
We need binoculars, Ludo. I'll get it for the next one. We'll
No,
get
I'm
binoculars.
reading.
for
Why
it.
is Ronaldo playing merda? What is that?
No, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that means.
I'm looking at
Now,
Marco has
now-
fell asleep. Wake him up.
No, I'm not asleep. I'm just waiting for some stuff to actually happen.
Someone says, "What size shoes does Insigne wear?" 4. Yeah, it looks like Lozano. Looks like Lozano's coming off. He had a ice pack on his head.
He'll come back.
He's gonna be sidelined for a little bit. Looks like, right?
Yes, it's a sacrificing game. I mean, we haven't taken shots
back
on.
on already.
I don't know. Did Napoli? I don't think Napoli took any shots on. I don't think what's his name made any
half.
saves.
Talk
The
about
goalkeeper.
talk about efficient from
Chesney.
Napoli, huh?
No, we're not. Listen, it is what it is. It's we haven't a lot of sacrifices, a lot of running, a lot of suffering, and this has been a game of suffering.
Slip from Kulu.
Yeah, 4-5-1 is the non-possession mode. Yeah, these changes of play that we saw the first half.
Come on, Kulu. Beat him. Beat him.
Corner for Juventus.
These corners give Ludo so much stress.
Yeah, the
I can
set
feel
pieces.
Yeah,
I can see it in
The
you.
marking by zone is that what worries me, and I feel these set
Just cross it
pieces
in.
is.
Come on, Delic.
The leg shaking from Ludo started. It's not because of the cold either.
Look at the
league.
space. Look at that. I don't see the person. I do not see that.
Ooh.
Oh! Corner.
They're calling for a handball.
Hand, really? I didn't see. Too many people in the way.
Are they calling for a handball
Yeah, they're calling
or
for
are
a
they
handball.
calling
Let's see
for
why.
Calling for a
a?
handball. It hit McKenny's hand.
Yeah, right. I didn't see a Napoli.
No, it hit
McKennie's hand.
Mario Rui's back, I believe. No,
It hit
his
McKenny's
number.
hand.
Yeah.
I saw it.
I
It
don't
hit
see-
McKenny's
No.
hand.
No, it was a corner. I don't think.
Yeah.
Here's come another
no.
set. See, these are the set. You have to try to avoid these set pieces. You
This
have
is
to
what
try-
ages us.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Yeah,
Because you have Juventus has those players that can put that ball in the
Ooh.
net. They can put that the
league.
Whoa! Deflection.
All right, Mike. It didn't go anywhere near the goal.
double, no space.
Oh,
Good.
not even a
Here we
corner.
go.
Wow.
Here we go. Clear it.
Insigne
Clear it.
with
Clear
the
it.
defense.
Clear it. Ma puttana.
Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, these Juve players are pounding through. Oh, Insigne has a ball. Nice move. He got fouled.
That's a foul.
Yeah.
That's a foul.
Wow. 79th minute, guys. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of extra time.
Mike, I'm trying not to look at that.
Sorry, Lou. We're talking upfield. We gotta say something.
No. Listen, no. It is a.
Man,
Mike, I feel like you're very excited about Juventus losing right now, though.
excited.
Yo,
What
what
are
does
you talking
Antonio
about?
always say about Conte? He needs a Prozac. Yo, we gotta get Mike like 5 Prozacs, bro. When he
I don't
watches
know what
like,
that
hey,
is. What the hell does that mean?
all right, well, just take it, bro. It's good for you.
No, I gotta read the prescription.
Bro, you're screaming that the ball's not even near the net.
Bro, that's a crazy game. I'm the only one entertained, I guess. This is great attacking
You don't
football.
have to be entertained to scream.
Well, that's how I.
Trust me, Ludo's excited too. Oh!
Nice.
Chiesa.
Wow.
Nothing to say. Maximovic and Rachmani today, right on point.
Top.
Right on point with head balls, timing. Very important, the timing. That wasn't with the Atalanta game. The timing is there. The position is there. And they playing a great game, both of them.
Especially with the little time they play together. It's pretty
Kulusevski needs to get
incredible.
inside this match now. Come on.
This is
Coming into the
just
game late.
Something, man.
Gotta be able to beat your man. How old is Insigne? Is he 29?
No, he's gotta be more, no?
No.
He's gotta be like 32,
he's 30.
31.
Really?
Oh!
Mike, yo, calm.
Oh my god.
Again, another clearance by Maximovic.
Yo, you all right, bro?
I
No
don't
more
know if
espresso
I'm
for this
alright.
guy.
I didn't have any. Yeah, it would have been off.
Yeah.
Wow, Ronaldo with that.
Would have been
29, yeah. He's
No,
29.
Di Lorenzo is doing.
Spot on.
He was older.
Di Lorenzo is doing a good job in marking Ronaldo. I think he is. He deserves a 6.5. I think.
Step.
Go back. Good. Let's open. Go long.
Come on,
Go
there's
long.
less
Even
than
if
10
you have-
minutes left.
Go long. Good. Here we go.
You gotta
Yo,
go
what
forward.
are
But
you
Danilo, go
doing?
forward. Danilo.
Yeah, but Chiellini passed that.
No, it
Give it
wasn't.
away.
It was Danilo, no?
No, Chiellini gave that away.
Backwards.
What kind of pass was that?
See, now we need a little bit more sacrifice from Petagna. These last 10 minutes in chasing and giving a hand and trying to commit a couple of tactical fouls. Easy. A couple of tactical fouls. Okay, this day he's not hurting you and that. Go ahead. Okay, good.
Kulusevski, lay it off.
Right. You're pushing. See, as long as you keep the ball on that side of the field, you want the Juventus players to force them to play back and not to go forward. They cannot hurt you on that.
my
See, they
gosh.
cannot hurt you
Passing's
on that
been
side
horrible,
of
man.
the field.
They've been moving the ball hard.
Napoli's been doing a great job in the non-possession mode in closing all the in all the spaces. They're not finding the spaces because Napoli is pressuring in the right positions and not allowing Juventus to find those open spaces, forcing them to play the ball back. Up.
It was just funny how you said it.
Little's
No,
off.
up meaning along.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm just saying you were in the middle of saying something and you saw they might have lost it, so you
saw
just
the
wanted to
pressure
go
over
up.
there and clear that, right?
Listen, Gattuso played this game smart. He did. It's defensive performance. They're compact, but I don't think Juventus have pressured enough. They're not creating stuff going forward.
The thing is, they put their foot off the gas when it was kind of working for them. When they're attacked, then they kind of got tired and it slowed down a little bit for them. But I wouldn't say Napoli played like an incredible game. They made a lot of personal
Nice.
mistakes.
Beautiful.
Kenny
Beautiful.
Ronaldo.
Kenny and Ronaldo.
Still gonna get there.
What happened?
Offsides. Is Morata offsides
Morata,
again?
Man. No, he fouled the guy, I think. Watch. Look. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, right.
Look.
Yeah, he fouled. Damn, Lozano's everywhere.
This is crazy. Really is
We-
crazy.
Gattuso with the hand gestures.
You really see the difference of Juventus without Arturo and McKennie starting. It's a different team, man. It's a different
100%.
team.
Look, they're coming back. Look, they're coming
Oh.
back.
Put it in, Danilo!
Another
Not even
cross.
a corner.
Fuck was that?
Come
Insigne
on.
keeps
From
it
What
in.
was that?
Again, another
Come on,
corner.
Danilo.
You can't.
And a
See,
mistake.
these
And a
turnovers,
mistake.
Tira!
you cannot get.
Oh, Minga! Chiesa! Oh,
shot.
shit.
Good shot, man.
See?
Yeah,
All right,
See,
there's
we're
still
okay.
time. There's still time, boys.
Now-
There's still time.
That,
Damn.
There's still
my
time.
God.
Wow.
Oh, my God,
Oh,
man.
just bending
Damn.
wide.
that era, what does it remind you of? The first general.
Yeah.
You can't push it up.
That
Kick
was
the ball.
crazy.
Why do you have to? I mean, you're coming out with speed. Kick the ball up. Sometimes you have to be a little bit not beautiful, or you want every play to look beautiful, but you can't. Sometimes you just have to roll up your sleeves and throw the ball on the highway.
The best Juve has come out when they've pressured Napoli, especially in their half. They cause them to make mistakes. I don't think enough of their guys know how to play under pressure, but there hasn't been enough of that. The times that Juventus have pressed them outside of the back, they've won the ball back and created their best chances.
Kulusevski with the ball on the wing. Pass it.
Nice.
You can't.
Nice.
Now you got to be marking. You got to now.
Yeah, but look, what is this? Just send the ball in? Come on, man. They're just gonna.
Well, you have to go on the outside, but now then you're going to rely on those. Here we go now. Look at Lozano. Look, he's playing the fullback. Lozano is the fullback. Make him
Oh,
What a save!
Morata.
Oh my gosh. That's got to be finished, though.
I like the way he turned with the ball, though,
That's
man.
gotta be
You
finished.
cannot allow a guy to
Ludo,
turn
how
like
the
that
fuck
in
you
the box.
standing still right now?
You cannot. As a defender 101, you cannot allow a forward to
was-
turn like that in the box.
I thought
You
that was
cannot.
in.
Yeah, somebody needs to call Antonio and ask him if Meret is still Butterfingers because
Yeah, I know.
what a game he's had.
Incredible.
Guys,
Lobotka coming on.
Meret represents the future of Napoli. He's young, and Ospina
Jesus
is
Christ,
older
what a save, man.
than he is. It's just that
Lobotka
Napoli
is
has two
big.
great players, but two great goalkeepers. It's just that Gattuso sees it in a certain way, that he feels that Ospina is better in telling the defense what to do and playing with his feet. Look,
Man,
you
Chiesa-
can't do
Yeah,
that.
you can't let them
Chiesa
turn
once
like
again,
that.
Chiesa
Wow.
does a
You
great
cannot.
job putting his
and that
team
is
in good
actually the
positions.
only mistake that Rachmani made.
The whole
The
game
whole
so
game.
far.
I think so.
But that
Lobotka now coming in.
could have cost them right there.
Probably Insigne is coming out.
It looks like
Insigne-
Meret's gonna be out too. He's
Who's
on
this
the
guy,
floor.
Lobotka?
Meret is
he
not going to
good?
be out.
Did he get hurt?
Lobotka, he's all right.
Oh, he's like a center mid. He's decent.
He's big.
Lobotka is out for Insigne.
Inference in.
Oh, a little bit of stomach.
Yeah, he's big.
He had a nice cornetto
overweight.
before
He's
he
overweight.
hopped on.
Me,
Compared to
the
when
mozzarella
he
is
came
good.
over. Wait!
Guys, this is... I think that's all their subs for Napoli, right? I think they use all 5 of them.
I think there's nobody in there.
Yeah, I know. The bench is empty right now, right?
I think the only people left on the bench between the three, they don't even reach 60 years of age.
Tommaso.
They're all the
that are left.
Primavera players, right?
You got Tommaso still there. Let it go.
Good. They're changing. No, he's looking for that cross on the
88th
right
minute.
side. On the right side, pressure outside. Come up. Good. Again. Here we go. Good.
Oh.
No shot. No shot. Good. There we go.
Oh!
No shot. No shot. No shot. Close it down. No shot. No room. No room. Force him to go on the outside.
Good ball.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. So another. That's another
Man.
30, 40 seconds we shave off the clock. Guys, not a pretty game. Not a pretty game to watch, and a game that's the episodes. That's but not a nice game played by either team. It's just that you had those sparks of episodes that and that's basically it. Napoli non-existent offensively, not even a shot on goal. If I think Juventus can even take the goalkeeper out right now and put in a player, have an extra player because the goalkeeper hasn't touched. I don't think he touched the ball
Yeah,
the
I think
second
you're
half,
right.
or not even shots from the outside. It's a match that was
The camera
that
angle
was,
didn't
I mean,
even
it's
go
still
there.
there. There's still to be played, but it was an episode. It was an episode.
Oh my God!
Right to that ass. Holy crap.
I feel like Mike is just gonna
Oh
combust
my
one
God.
of these chances. He's just gonna explode in himself.
You gotta
Wow.
do better than that header though if you want to score. Right
Yeah, Juventus.
It was an episode. It was a Napoli episode, and that's basically it. Juventus did have the opportunity, but we can honestly say not the same Juventus that we were used to see in the previous game. Regardless of
pressure stopped.
regardless of the score,
Nice.
if they're gonna tie
Let it go.
or what the final score would be, we do have to admit that it's not the same Juventus as we saw against Inter and the previous matches.
They needed this pressure
Where
from
they
the
only
start.
give up
Give
only
it,
one
give it.
goal in 7 games.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
not the same, not the same performance from the Juventus team as the previous ones. A little bit low key today compared to the
Yes.
Hey!
Come on! Oh my gosh.
6 minutes of extra time, guys.
Jesus Christ!
Well,
6 minutes, mamma mia.
I mean they were on the floor for a while. Someone was injured too, right? So I expected around 5, to be honest.
I don't think Ronaldo was expecting McKennie to touch that.
No. I don't think that this Juve didn't wake up. I mean, anytime that Juve pressured, they started to play well. They stopped the pressure after that 55th minute, and then from there has been not good. Not good enough. They needed to push a lot more.
Up.
Or
Nice.
like Ludo said, maybe Pirlo is trying to help his buddy out.
Maybe Napoli on the counter now.
Okay, good. Keep the
Napoli's
ball. You kept it for now. Okay, good. Lozano, listen, I get it, guy. I get it. I get it.
Lozano needs a paid vacation after this performance. They gotta send him back to Mexico for a little bit.
Look at it.
Relax.
Trying to hold on to the ball, waiting for the player to come on him and hey, that's no
Hamstring.
good.
He's grabbing his hamstring.
That's not a good sign.
Oh boy.
That's not a good sign.
Oh boy.
That's not a good sign.
Man, this is crazy.
When a player touches himself, it's not a good sign. He's got to come out.
Oh,
Look
boy.
at Chucky wasting time now. Come on, man.
I mean,
Yeah,
if he
just,
pulled
just
his
get up.
hamstring,
Just gotta sub the
bro.
guy off. Do something. Take him off the field. You gotta play the game. Game gotta
No,
end.
he'll make up the time, right? It's not that he's not going to make up the extra seconds that he's out.
Look, he's gonna run back on though. Watch, Ludo. This is my problem. Watch. Look.
He's calling for the bench for it looks like.
I hope so.
Oh, come on. Damn.
What happened there? Who had him?
Oh my God. I want to see this.
Is that Di Lorenzo now?
Giovanni.
Wait, someone got a yellow. Oh.
No, he's done. He's not.
can't-
I don't think Lozano is that type of player where he fakes and he's an actor. He's a true, he's not. He's hot and yeah, that was a.
That's a foul.
Well, it's not because it's just a Napoli player. Every player does that. I'm sure Juventus, if the result would have been the other way
No,
around,
yeah.
you look for
Yeah,
those
yeah.
fouls. You look to shave
That's
off
every
these
team.
20, 30 seconds. You
Yeah.
practice those things, how to fall down, how to wait for the opposing player to come on you, and you fall, and the referee whistles, and you shave a few seconds off the clock. It's they learn that they practice that during practice. He's off.
Is that on or off?
I don't-
Yeah,
I
it's
think
very
you-
tight if it was off.
Well, he's not going to go unless the ball goes out. No, he didn't call it.
Yeah, so.
I think he was keeping him on on the right side. Here,
Oh,
it
yeah.
went off his knee.
Yep. What's going on here? Ooh, oh, Juve get the ball. They're gonna bomb it for it. No.
Well, now you got to try to go forward. You cannot just,
Yeah,
you
of course.
need to get up there with a couple of passes and not 5-6 passes. You need to.
Morata's gotta
You
gotta
gotta
head
try
that
to get
ball.
the other. You got to try to get to the other side of the field. Ryan, when you have those long head balls, they always 90% of the time they favor the defender because the defender is looking at the ball.
To his
It's not a
advantage.
hard shot,
Yeah,
so the
exactly.
defender has the upper
facing it.
hand.
He's facing the ball
facing
head
the
on,
ball coming,
rather than the
and he's
attacker.
able to position himself when the ball is in the air for those 30, 40 yards.
Yeah, that's true.
See, here comes another close. Now
That was
close
a
him
sign.
down. Close him down. Close the space. Close the space. Nice.
What was that, Danilo? What was that?
That's good.
You can lose that ball there.
Bravo,
you
Chiellini.
cannot lose it there,
Yes.
Bakayuko. You
Play it
cannot
back.
lose the ball there. You cannot. Nice.
Oh, you gotta.
He can't. He can't. He can't. Get him off, man. Get him off.
Do they have any other subs?
I don't know.
I think they might have used them all. To be honest.
I don't think so.
We're not going to do like Roma that made the 6 subs.
What a throw-in. Jeez.
Okay.
All right.
All right, let's go. Another 30. Guys, no, there is no... See, Bakayuko cannot lose those balls there. And that's what sometimes we cannot be
Chiesa should have
beautiful.
done
We
better.
cannot be... he's done. He's done. Let's hope it's
Lozano played a
nothing-
great game, though. Lozano, he dedicated himself to the entire
absolutely.
match.
I think even Insigne, a great game of sacrifice by Insigne and Lozano. They both sacrificed themselves. But offensively today, we were not existent. Be ashamed now if
Send it in. Send it in.
Kulusevski
man.
hits it out for a goal kick.
That was the chance right there. That was the chance. That's it. Match
Bad
is
touch
over.
from him.
Match is over.
Yeah, poor approach from Juve, in my opinion. They should have
Yes.
pressured a lot more. They were. It seems like I know there's a lot of games in a row, and it's definitely taken a factor into them because they were building up to a good moment, but they didn't read this well.
Okay, here we go.
Big win for Gattuso and big win for Napoli.
He's standing still.
Wow.
That's
Big
it.
win for Napoli. 1-0. They go through. Ludovico, your thoughts?
Well, it's
Gattuso for sure lives another day, even though the newspaper, some newspapers said that this could have been his final game if he lost.
well, and that's what I wanted also to mention. You have currently the Italian / Neapolitan media. Oh, this is his last game. He should get fired. Oh, he should stay. He should get fired. And I felt that De Laurentiis, after the Atalanta game, I think he should have come out with a tweet, with an announcement, establishing that that trust in the coach and the team. And I don't think that was done, and allowing the media to still speculate, leaving, going, the team. So we can see that the team is with Gattuso. But right now, Gattuso and De Laurentiis, they're not on the same, they're not on the same terms. They're not on the same level. So this is, you see what we saw near, from Gattuso, it's like a sign of liberation. It's like months of suffering and say, you finally letting it go.
Yeah.
So today is the payback of the game against Genoa, where you create so many opportunities and you can win. Against Spezia, 21 shots on goal and you can win. And today, Napoli offensively was not existent, and today's match was decided by one opportunity, one episode. That's all there was for Napoli, 96 minutes. One episode, that penalty decided the game. Juventus game, to me, a little bit not the same Juventus that we got used to appreciate in the previous matches. That Juventus, the pressuring and the running into the free space, adapting to the game. I felt that they never picked up fully the rhythm and try to win this this game. They probably thought that coming from Napoli and seeing this team on a hospital bed, they probably thought it is easier for us to get the 3 points without giving too much energy because we have a lot of games, coming up the next week. That's the only excuse, the only reading that I could see, that a Napoli team on a deathbed, let's, put it this way. So we don't need to go out of our way in order to get these 3 points. We're going to get it like that. And one episode decided the game. But
isn't it funny that even before the game we were saying like, oh, in the beginning of the season Napoli was in a good moment, Juve were not, and right before we were like, oh, Juve's in a good moment and Napoli's not. Yeah. But that shows you that football at the end of the day is more than just the previous results. Well, right. It's about, and we've always said that Gattuso's never going to lose the locker room. It's very rare for a guy like him, and we've seen that. We saw that.
An episode decided this game against Atalanta, against Genoa, just to bring up the last 2 games that Napoli played. The other team, 2 opportunities, 2 shots, 2 goals. Mm-hmm. Today, Juventus did have the opportunities. Now, Meret was there, the head ball. So you do need a little bit of that luck sometimes to be on your side, that the goalkeeper is there or the defender's toe is there to, kick the ball out of bounds, or I jump half a centimeter higher than you and I'm going to head that ball out. But luck has a lot to do with it. But I just felt that Juventus did not play the usual match that we have seen in the previous game.
Let's do this. Let's finish off with Ryan's thoughts, because then we're going to do our fan cam, which we've been recording each one, and everybody's loved the fan cam videos.
What does that mean?
So, like, outside the stadium, they usually, like, they'll take a fan and they'll ask them a couple questions, like just microphone, you know? So what we do afterwards is we'll record a video with, like, you. It's just like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, on your thoughts, and then we do me or whatever. Like usually, whoever's 2 fans of the team, and we record that, and we post it afterwards. So it's not like this. It's not a live. It's something separate. I'll explain it to you after. They know. They understand.
It's simple. It's a few questions asked.
Yeah. So and then so let's finish with Ryan's thoughts, and then we'll record the live and get the fan cam.
Congrats to Ludovico. Congrats to Napoli and all Napoli's fans. I mean, it was a result I think meant more for Gattuso than anybody else at the moment. You see, how much it meant to the team and him himself. They were all backing him. Juve, I will say, the keeper for Napoli, Meret, was good. He was good tonight. But I felt like Juve finishing was awful. They were hitting the ball towards him. You know what I mean? Every shot went directly to him. He didn't have to do much to stop the ball. So you can give him a lot of credit. He deserves it. But at the same time, Juve's finishing was horrible.
Well said.
Napoli, all credit to them. They were missing the 2 starting center backs. They managed to keep a clean sheet against Juve.
I think they were better. I think the two backups were better than him.
So today they play really well. Rachmani, the only thing I saw was allowing Morata to turn to that game. But I just, mentally, when you cannot finish there in the front, I feel like that mentally you're not. As forwards, you're not in the game, not able. I mean, you turn around, a defender that allows you to turn around like that, you gotta bury that ball, man.
100%.
You have to.
That's my point. He hit it right
especially
to him.
with the experience that you have. You that little pass into the goalkeeper. You gotta bury it 100 miles. You gotta take that shot. So it's Juventus. What happened to Juventus today happened to Napoli in a previous games where the chances were there, but we were not finishing because we were lacking that spunk. You were lacking that spark in the the last.
Right.
The last shot where boom to bury the ball behind the net. It happened against Genoa. It happened against Atalanta. It happened against Spezia. And many other games.
We could all agree though, the last 10 minutes of that match was all Juventus. The amount of chances created, but as I said, Napoli did a good job keeping the ball out of the keeping them away from scoring.
It was a sacrificing game from Napoli, like I said before. We were not existent. We didn't take a shot on goal except the penalty. I don't think we ever saw what color jersey did Chesney have. We don't even know. We probably after the penalty we forgot what color jersey.
Think about it.
We never reached. Yes, we did get to the box, but he never had to make a save. We did not take a shot on goal except for that episode. So it was a game decided by an episode. We were very, very lucky today. Napoli did not deserve to win. The right result would have been, a tie, taking in consideration the Juventus chances that they had and the Napoli heart that they put into it. I think a tie would have been a better result. But luck was on our side today, and hopefully with this game, we're able to turn things around. But now the next question is, who do you put on the field the next game? These
that's
guys, are they going to be able to perform?
Right.
I mean, you have, lack of players, and Lozano hopefully, if you were to ask me, would you prefer Juventus to tie or Lozano not getting hurt and able to be the next game 100%? Guess what? Give me Lozano for the next game, and not him now that we have to worry that he might not be available for the next two, three games on top of everything that's been happening for us. But for the locker room, for Gattuso, for the team, it's a good hug, a good opportunity. And let's hope we're able to move forward.
Nicely said, Ludo. Guys, thank you for everyone participating in our live stream. Like we said, Marco just said, we're going to do the fan cam. So we'll see you in a bit shortly. And we'll see you for
Happy
tomorrow's
Valentine's
match.
Day, everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
All right, ciao.
And
I'm
we'll
sure
talk
it's going to be a
guys.
good Valentine's Day for me.